somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are. We are ready to roll.
Are we?
And rock.
Are we?
No, we're never
Yes,
ready.
we have audio. We're ready. I
We have
think we're ready.
audio? Okay. Do we
I
have
hope
visual?
we're ready.
Reading my bingo card.
We'll see.
Thanks for subscribing, Chipper.
35 months in a row.
Oh, gosh.
Definitely
Nice.
35
Almost
years.
3 years.
Almost 3 years.
That's insanity.
We technically have known you for a long time.
Yeah, we really have.
I guess it depends on what you think of as
Welcome once again to the Insanity. The asylum is open for fun and games, and I hope you guys are ready for all of the shenaniganery for tonight. Just a few quick reminders as we get started. We do also put all of our video content up on YouTube, so you can always go there, check out any back episodes you might have missed, catch up on the storyline, catch up on the extra content that we put up. Always, it's always going to be there, so you can go find it. If you haven't already, do hit the like and subscribes. Ring the bell icon. You'll always know when we put new content there. We do also run a Discord server, and we use that primarily to let you guys know when and if the schedule changes. We're all blessed with real lives, and so sometimes...
Look on Steven's
I don't
face.
know. So sometimes the game playing and the D&D has to take a back seat to other goings on. When that happens, we'll generally let you guys know via the Discord server. So if you haven't already joined up there, be sure you do that as well. We have a full table again tonight.
Hey!
Again,
Oh.
yes. Steph joined us last week, and this week she brought Daniel with her. So we've got Daniel sitting at the table now. We're happy to have him joining us with our
That should have been my name.
adventures. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Actually, before we get started,
Wait,
Is David here?
skip the.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
skipped.
If he doesn't show up, we don't have to.
yeah, I think he's here.
Did
David,
you
really?
skip the YouTube and the Discord announcement?
No.
No.
Oh wow, I am really out of it.
So David, if you're here, you need to let me know in chat, because
Now,
otherwise
throw it away.
we're going to
Characters.
skip
Throw it away.
past it.
Also, is this the first time besides one shots that we have been consistently in the Valley campaign for 3 weeks in a row?
It is the first time
Almost
since
works.
You'll
we
see
started
what I
the
mean.
second arc of it.
Yeah.
This is the first time we have played 3 times in the same month.
Woo!
We almost
Since the beginning of the year.
Again,
it
life
took us
happens.
7 months.
Life
We
happens,
almost
guys.
had a family obligation tonight, but we got it moved to yesterday.
Well, I tell you what, while we're waiting on David, who would like to do a recap of
I
last
can
week?
do a partial recap.
Okay.
I won't remember
Between
anything.
all of us, we can fill in the gaps.
I want to hear Chipper's version of what happened last time.
Now, Chipper or Chipper's character's version?
I have some.
All right.
Between
So
Yeah.
all of us.
so go ahead, Nat. Get us
Okay.
started.
Yes.
So we fast forward a week from where we were, and we're at Lamont's Wells. Killian made us all amulets, and they change every time that we look away, which is really cool.
That was totally intentional and absolutely not a fluke.
They're absolutely going to murder us in our sleep someday.
I forgot about this bit. Simi wants to test out her healing that she's now finally admitted that she can do, so Cabbage lets her punch her in the face. There's no scar, and Cabbage is very disappointed about it. We all go into town, and Mal stays with the Shaggin. We're trying to get a map, and we get to
will
describe
learn.
ourselves for the first time in a while in the campaign.
We'll have to do it again for Daniel's sake. I won't use a word this time.
That's a good plan. Good
We
plan.
learned things.
We
We
learned
learned
things.
We met Dells, which rhymes with Belle.
Not spell.
She starts drawing our armbands right away. Totally spooks Killian. We go to the Melting Muse, which is a fondue place that may or may not involve cannibalism.
We,
Are you made of cheese?
There are people that get into the cauldrons.
Yeah, but nobody.
I'm just saying, that was Cabbage's interpretation. There may or may not be some cannibalism involved. Let's see. Killian's having a very quiet, very broody meltdown. He storms off to find a map. Cabbage, Simmy, and Dells stay for a drink. Simmy drinks too much. Dells is clearly not from around here. Says things like spells offhand. There's a very snooty map maker. It's going to be about a week before we can get the map.
Okay.
There's also a ghostly bartender, and only Killian and Milo seem to notice it. Killian, as usual, is too curious, tries to order. Milo makes connection through Ingir. The ghost is named Elise. Goes from a very, very long time ago. She fades away after they try to give her money, but she's from, like, the Dwarven Kingdom era. We take Dells to the Shaggin with the promise that she can sketch the armband, and then that's where I stop taking notes, apparently.
So, pretty much from that, Killian comes back quite irate from the fact that we have now introduced this random wild card into the party and have taken her back.
I was irate as well.
Yes, you were less...
I was loudly irate.
Yes, you were less loudly irate. So from that point, he tells us what's going on with the map making. This is longer than we had planned on staying in town, so now we are committed. I forget why exactly he finally caves and is like, okay, you can hang out with us, I suppose.
Magic.
God.
Because
she's
my
been
god
saying
came
that
back and was like,
That's
hey,
right.
you're the fifth great whatever of the missing god.
Yeah, because she is the great-great-grandchild,
And can
great-great-great,
apparently
fifth grade.
use
That
celestial
explains it, okay.
and can use celestial magic.
Yep,
Arcane.
yep.
Arcanely?
You have like a god thing connected to you. So Killian finally was like, well, I guess. And then we discuss to some length the weird connection at the bar with the weird ghosty, and decide apparently that we are going to break into the bar.
Yeah, no, this was a
To
weird, strange thing too,
find
and we're gonna have to talk
something
about
out.
that today.
And we start to scheme, although I don't think we got very far into said
I
scheme.
don't think we schemed.
Well,
We were just like
we were
maybe should.
we were scheming to scheme a break-in at the bar to discover things. I feel like it's a bad idea.
There was a lot of something about a hedgehog or something, but luckily it was a
badger.
raccoon.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You
I love how we
warned
all
against
just
the
like-
murderous badger.
Yeah. This explains a lot. So I have a drawing of a very irate, my version of a Killian.
Sure.
A drawing of a suspicious elf saying cult? Question mark.
Thank you.
2 totally blank pages. For some reason. A melting elf, a very detailed drawing of an armband with a vial in it, a cup
She's
of
gonna steal
coffee.
your patent.
And then I had G-G-G, and I didn't know what that was, but now it's great. So we're good there. Sketch of a raccoon.
With a pirate hat.
With a pirate hat on,
Very important.
a little dragon,
Ingir.
and a scar with an owl over it. Or perhaps an owl with a scar over it.
Nothing like having a recap to help you make sense of your notes.
Then God's Please, Silence, and Dildo Shaggins. And that is the entirety of my notes.
Important to note, Lance's god did show up
Yes.
Again, yeah.
to
I'm
kind
still
of.
processing this.
It's been
Apparently still no god of justice
7
in the hall.
months since
No.
we talked to her.
Yep.
She just popped
Yeah,
in.
they're working their way through a backlog of
how it works.
prayers.
Yours just got pushed to the front for comedic timing.
Yep. Apparently, that's an important. It's an important aspect of when prayers get answered.
I mean,
If you had asked Ruli, they probably would have shoved it another couple months.
No.
Okay, so you guys are talking about an adventure at the hunting magistrate.
A bottle of dwarven ale.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm cracking my.
So
Ready to go.
take it away.
So, what and why are we planning on? Remind me.
Yeah, no, I would love to know this as well.
There's a ghost.
Right, but
And bodies are disappearing out of a graveyard.
can we
Oh, yeah.
can we at least
The
at
bodies.
least keep it down low for at least one day?
But
We have been here less.
what
than
if
a
the
day.
ghost is gone tomorrow?
Why would it be gone tomorrow?
I don't know how ghosts work. Do you?
It's only there on Sundays. Brain mechanics or something.
So,
Let me rephrase this. I'm gonna go break into the bar and talk to the ghost.
but if you
The
can,
rest of you are welcome to come if you would like.
if you can, if you can talk to the ghost without breaking in, why wouldn't you?
So
Because if we break in, there won't be people in the bar staring at us as we talk to a ghost.
important to note, you can't really go by yourself because you can't talk to the ghost by yourself. You need my
We don't know that. I didn't try to talk to the ghost while we were there last time because there were a whole bunch of people around.
I mean, but you guys communicated.
Yes.
Well, yeah, he used Ingir to talk to it without talking.
So can't you use Ingir to talk to it without talking again?
He can. For any of us to be part of the conversation, it's only one of us can be a part of it.
But isn't that better than breaking the law?
No.
Is it
Why?
closed right now? Is the door shut?
Yep, they said they closed an hour before sunset.
What
Or
time?
after.
What time is it?
It's
Noon.
Bar closed an hour after.
After
sunset?
sunset.
They're
It's
real
a
low.
hotel bar.
Yeah, yeah. It was that sort of situation.
So it's like mid to late afternoon at this point.
And look, if we go there and there's still people inside,
which there will be.
we just don't go in.
I mean, I'll happily go as backup. I just don't understand why we need to break the law to talk to a ghost if Ingir is the main point of communication anyway, and we can just circumvent the whole, like, B&E part of this by him talking to Ingir and asking the questions that we would have asked anyway.
Wait, aren't you trying to overthrow this empress or kill her or something?
I mean, ultimately,
But-
yes.
But this
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 the
is
hill you're
where-
gonna die
this is what bothers
Well,
you today. I'm just
She
checking.
has a point.
on. Yeah, she does the point.
It's not so much that I mind B&E, it's just that it seems unnecessary.
There's alcohol.
I like her.
You want her to go, right?
Yeah, but
Not
now
so
it's,
badly that I want to
but
feed
now,
her
yeah, but
addiction.
now it's your job to keep her away from the alcohol while we're there. You just signed up for that.
Sometimes you saw the good version of Drunk Simi. Oftentimes, Drunk Simi gets sad and reflective.
Oh no.
Hey,
To be fair, I don't know that we've seen her get that way since she hooked up with Akurai.
That's true.
excuse you.
Oh my!
Was anything I said untrue?
But also none of your business, sir. And I am still deciding how I feel about that entire thing, because there's a lot of feelings tied up in that again are none of your business, sir.
Then why did you inform me of them? Anyway, so
It's about breaking into this.
my concern with using Ingir is that only we have to pass the information through several different people before it gets back to, like, if you have a question, you have to tell that question to Milo, who then has to tell that question to Ingir, who then has to ask the ghost, and then the answer has to go from Ingir to Milo to you. That's a whole lot of people. It's a whole lot of places for the information to get messed up.
Okay, so why don't we just go to the bar while it's open? We can make a distraction. You talk to the ghost lady and see if you even can.
I can make a
Because
distraction.
I don't want to piss off anyone
Not-
at the bar.
No, like
With the
a
M word.
minor distraction, like I fall and break my leg. Or
You
something.
didn't see how nice this place was. I'm pretty sure they'd kick you out for that. I'm pretty sure they'd ban you for life.
That would be a distraction.
So instead, my plan is to go while there's
To
nobody
break
else there.
in?
Yes.
On our first night here.
Yes.
I think
I cannot stress enough that this is like we haven't been in the city for 6 hours.
I'm just saying. I think that the better options to start with, if we don't make any progress,
I
I hope
disagree.
that your character is legally flexible.
then
Uh-oh.
you know.
That's Daniel.
Roginetta.
That's David.
Nope.
That's David.
No.
No, it was. Thank you for the biddies, poser. Although,
Exposer.
Too bad you're late,
That-
David.
Aimlessly, yeah.
does that mean we need to do the thing and get it over with?
Yeah.
We'll wait on that.
The DM has spoken.
The DM
You have to
DM.
watch longer, David.
Anyway, so I plan on
Those
going
terrible
tonight
sodas.
to sate my curiosity.
I will keep you safe. It just seems
Stupid.
yes.
You've been awfully quiet, Mal.
I'm not there.
I was keeping watch.
You guys sent me to go keep watch to get me out of the way.
Oh, that's right.
I
Yeah.
thought we were at the Shaggin.
We are.
So Mal is currently like walking perimeter with Max.
Who's Max?
Oh, right. Yeah,
Shadow?
his
He's
little.
Max is his familiar.
Oh yeah, your little
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
baby
yeah.
your bulldozer,
Mm-hmm.
baby bulldozer.
It's a baby
It's
bullet.
teeny tiny.
It's very cute.
Would I be drawing?
You haven't seen him yet.
Oh dang it.
Yep.
But soon.
Anyway, is it after sundown?
Not yet.
No,
No.
it's still
like
afternoon.
middle of the afternoon.
Oh, is this still the middle of the afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Anyway, so that's my plan tonight. You're all welcome to join if you'd like.
Or I could just go now and try to talk
I'll
to
go
this
with
ghost.
Let's go. I'll
That,
go
that
with
will
you.
still not sate my curiosity.
We can surveil. Surveillance.
I'm just gonna
Against
punch people
surveillance.
if they attack you guys. That's really all I got.
I mean, the plan is if anybody sees us to run away.
Doesn't even know
Okay.
who it is.
I'll still punch people if they attack you guys.
So my plan is to wear something over my face so I don't get recognized, and if there's anyone else who I think has spotted me, I run away.
See, I do think that going in when there's no one else around. I once knew this scribe in a library, and there was a ghost in the basement going through the books, and then it attacked her. It was very loud, and if that were to happen in the bar, there would be a lot of attention, which I gather you folks don't want.
No, and neither do you.
I don't.
You're part of this now.
Oh,
I thought.
I still haven't gotten an armband.
No.
Well, he hasn't
Again.
had time
With
to
a
make it.
vial.
This was like an hour ago.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna go where you guys go and try and keep you guys alive.
Felt like a week.
But like, she's a pretty charming person.
Aw.
So, if she were to go in and say, hey, my friends are interested in maybe, like, checking this place out when it's not so crowded, can we stay a little after hours?
The bartender is still not going to leave us alone in the bar.
No, but we could pretend one
Can
of us
you
is
seduce
crazy.
him?
Then we will all get kicked out.
Excuse me.
No.
I think you might be better off doing that.
I mean, am I wrong? You saw the place. I'm pretty sure if we cause any kind of disturbance there, they're just going to kick us out for life.
Yeah.
I'm that level of
And
awkward all the
probably
time, just
get
so
the
you
guards
know.
on us.
Yep.
Alright, let's... Fine. If you are determined to be an E, we will be an E.
I see no better solution to sate my curiosity.
Where is your voice of reason? You're not drunk anymore.
I mean, I have already said that I don't like it. But also, I'm not going to let you walk in without your bodyguard.
Milo.
What? This is
mean-
Bra- that was a Brady what?
I've been trying to have a voice
What's
of
the
reason, and
what?
I get shot down a lot, man.
What are you looking for, Cabbage?
Do you think that this is a good idea?
It's definitely not.
he thinks it's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea. I think that it's the best of all the
Great
bad
idea.
ideas I have.
This is somebody else's bad
It
idea.
is a terrible idea to go investigate this. There's no reason to. It's likely only going to get us into more trouble, and we probably shouldn't. But I'm so curious.
But there's other ways.
So maybe
No,
we should
I'm with him. I'm with
Other
him.
better ways.
maybe we should come back when we're not trying to do all of the other things.
I don't
then.
know that it'll still be here. I don't know that we'll still be alive. I don't know how long it'll be. We're here for 6 days. Whether we want to be here or not. I've already paid.
So why can we not wait until like the 5th day?
Because I don't know
in
if
case
it'll,
we get kicked
I
out
don't
of
know
town.
if for all I know, we're gonna go back to the bar tonight and it won't be there. Like, the longer we wait, the more time there is for this thing to no longer be there.
For all we know, you might be out of your freaking mind and none of this actually happened.
Killian, I'm calling you through your head. We can just the two of us could just sneak out tonight and just go without everyone else.
Oh no, that's I
Like,
plan on.
yeah.
The response is, oh, I plan on going whether they all want to come with or not. I'm just inviting them along.
It just depends on if you tell us that you're going or not.
Yeah, sure.
So no, I don't think it's a good idea, but
Great idea.
I cannot contain my curiosity.
They really don't need encouraging. I mean, I'm sure that you can.
It's a
They really.
mystery.
Also, those of you who don't want to do this could go, I don't know, look at the graves that have been emptied.
Yeah. Oh, this is the first time we're talking about this.
I'm sorry, Graves?
No, I already mentioned this.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You said
they-
bodies were disappearing.
yeah, out of graves.
I
Like
thought you meant people were just
no, like bodies in graves are disappearing according to some people I heard in town.
Ugh.
Which is also kind of why I want to go talk to this ghost, because like there's a ghost, and also bodies are being dug up. Those seem connected to me. Wouldn't you say so, Keith?
He's so cute.
What do you think, Cabbage?
Oh, I think Cabbage thinks it's a bad idea.
Oh no,
we
it's a
shouldn't do
terrible
it.
idea.
This is
I
what she
absolutely think that it's a bad idea and that we shouldn't do it. However, it sounds like you're going to do it regardless.
Yes.
So that leads me to the belief that I have to do what I can to keep you safe.
Where are all of you right now?
In the
We
shed.
we are a mile outside of town,
Yeah,
off
so,
the road.
so they're
in the
about a mile,
shack.
mile and a half outside of town in their campsite, which is around your modular home.
Which is in the Shaggin, Keith. You can say the word
Whatever.
Shaggin?
The Shaggin.
The Shaggin,
The
yeah.
shop wagon.
But
But
that
it's
does
the
bring up a
Shaggin.
good question.
As a side note, Killian, I message you this.
Which
So
makes
that does
Steven
bring up
very
a-
uncomfortable and delights me.
An interesting question. Daniel, where are you about
Simon
this
broke
point?
her-
Are you in town? So the town is called Lamont's Wells. It's a trading hub. It's along the river. So it's, you've got a lot of options for what you're doing in town, where you are, where you want to be right now. Kind of leave that up to you.
Okay. Let me think about that.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah. Meanwhile, what do you guys? So, what have you guys sort of? What consensus, if any, have you reached? And is somebody gonna go get Mal and tell him what the plan is?
At some point, yeah, I would be like, I would go over.
There's another of our party.
I mean, to be fair, we have a lot of time since it's the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it no rush?
yeah, I would go over and get Mal and just be like, we need another voice of freaking reason so that maybe we can talk Killian out of doing this stupid thing.
What stupid thing?
Come along. And on the way, I will describe the stupid thing in very simmy terms, like the most blunt, awkward version of it that you can get.
You have the other key, yeah?
Yes.
For his safe?
Mhm.
Can I see that?
Why?
To get some of my money out?
Oh, okay. So I'll walk with you.
He lied.
I'll walk with you. I'm not letting it out of my sight, but
Oh.
yeah, I'll go with you.
I mean, I know the other, like, the passwords and stuff, so it's not like...
Yeah, this is true. I just don't want to lose the key, so I'm not letting it out of my sight.
That's fair. So he'll instead of talking to anybody, he'll go straight to the safe and pull out the 43 gold that are in there. So if you want to record keep,
I will.
and I'll hand you back the key. So here's my solution. I'm gonna go into town and get a room at the bar or at the hotel, inn, whatever, and then whoever wants to can stay there tonight. And then you just walk down to the bar.
Why are we paying money for a room that we don't need?
So we don't have to break in the middle of the freaking night.
Breaking in the middle of the night isn't going to cost us any money. And this place is very
Let's
expensive.
get arrested.
But
That's still
Never
a
mind.
cost. That's still a
I'm sorry, are you here now?
I just like the idea of this like strange person walking up on our conversation and being like, "You guys are idiots. All you have to do is blah."
I can make plenty of money. So
I support
see-
this.
I'm not
there's a
worried
very
about
big
it.
hole in this logic here.
Oh, such a big hole in this logic.
So and I'll hand you back the key. I am going to go get a room. What is this place called?
The
Fondue something. No, wait,
No,
that's
that's
the
the
other
other
let me
place.
look it up.
the
It's the
hunting magistrate.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you
So
were in
Keith,
cabs.
Yes.
I'm gonna be
I mean, for
at
things
this
I'm trying to emphasize.
hotel.
Okay.
They're gonna be.
All right.
Makes
So
sense.
that'll work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you work there, or are you a patron?
No, I'm a patron. I am.
Okay.
I basically I'm trying to find answers for myself.
Okay.
I don't have any memory of my past,
Oh.
and so I'm trying to piece that together.
Ooh. Blank slate. I like it.
Does anybody want to come with me?
I went lazy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to go get a
Okay,
room.
so here's the other problem. How many people can we reasonably explain as being in our room to go downstairs? Like,
Where
I mean,
It's none
how
of
many
their
people
business.
actually care about talking to some ghost?
I mean, I'm interested, but I don't require like
I
I
don't
can
see that this is an issue.
see
I
this.
have invisibility.
well, the problem's going to be like, if all of us go, we're going to have to pay for more than one.
We can be invisible buddies.
You could just be visiting me in my room and then go home to wherever you're going for the night.
What?
This is really easy,
we're
guys.
invisibility buddies.
What?
Look, if you want to spend money to get this room, you can do that. I think it is a waste of our money. I think it will be far easier to just hit the lock, go in, leave.
I mean, potentially yes, unless we get.
I highly doubt we will get caught.
You
We
know,
will
I
get-
have seen
-1 for
enough
charisma.
of the goings on amongst this crew to tell you that something will go wrong and we will get caught. So we could just do this the easy way.
Or
Can
the
somebody
hard
help me
way.
get down that keg? And
I like
he's gonna
the
point
easy
to one
way.
of the big ones.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like the easy way. Let's do it the easy way, Killian.
Okay. It's easy because we're spending money. It's no more like the bar is going to be closed when we go down there anyway. So again, it's no more likely that we're not like it's not like they're going to be like, oh, you're staying here, so it's okay that you went into the bar after it was closed and we locked it up.
Killian.
Okay, maybe
In
I
your head,
misunderstood.
we can always
how-
go
how
rogue.
this is set up.
Sticky
But it
notes.
seems to me like there was just a bar in part of the lobby. Yeah, is it like a cordoned off area?
So it's you've got the main lobby, and then there's it is separated from the main lobby. So it's like it's like a hotel bar.
I'm assuming it's like a hotel bar or restaurant, and since he says it closed an hour after sunset, I am assuming that it will still be closed. We will still have to pick the lock and get inside the place that is closed.
Wait, but then there would have to be like a place that they could lock it off. It's not just like a bar you could sit at.
No, like the whole bar is like a
Yeah,
separate
so
room.
like the
There
bar,
are
and
doors.
the bar and the restaurant, and the common room kind of thing is its own separate room off the lobby.
So if we buy a room
Might take us a
now,
minute to
if
get
we
there.
get caught, they have our money. They know who we are. If we cover our faces and sneak in and get caught and we run, we have to run away. And it might be a problem, but at least we didn't get caught with our hands in the cookie jar after paying them to be there.
Okay,
Because we're still breaking into a bar.
Okay, I mean, this is still fairly easy. I'll just ask them to open up the bar for a little bit so that... Okay, so the reason I'm bringing this keg
Uh-huh.
is because I am paying for our night and, hopefully making a little bit back. Once they try my ale, they can then sell it and I will be able to have access to the bar.
I like this a lot better.
Okay.
That's actually a good idea.
I
That
like
is
this
a
a
very
lot
good
better.
idea.
Oh
So
And hopefully we're making a bunch of money on the side.
use it. So like, so we're gonna go in. We're gonna have them taste test it, and then we're gonna be like, we'll sell you the barrel, but like we want to get it all set up so that it doesn't, like it doesn't go bad, and make sure that it's all set up properly because you have to be careful with it. It's a specialty brew, whatever, and that's our excuse for staying later.
Yeah. Well, or I mean, not even necessarily later. I just want to be able to go in later tonight. Yeah.
I have an idea.
Okay.
We get an empty barrel.
No.
And
No,
then
no,
we hide
no,
inside.
No,
And then
Surprise! Oh wait, no.
we
different
have
thing.
no empty barrels.
That is not a bad idea. Unless something goes wrong.
What if they try to get
we're not here.
You're not
We're
here.
not here.
I like this idea. I see one problem with it. We either have to pack up the shaggin and bring it into town with us, or somebody has to stay back and watch the shaggin.
Apparently.
Well, I assumed that somebody is going to be staying here because not all of us are going to stay in one room.
I don't think anybody. I think that all of us either want to go with to talk to the ghost or are concerned about leaving us alone.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I can stay back and
We don't have
watch
NPCs
the...
anymore.
yeah, we
We are all out of
Yeah.
NPCs.
Yeah.
I can be an NPC.
Alternatively,
no.
instead of
They're
staying
still
the night
permanently.
there, we take it to them. It'll actually be really easy because we bought the ale from them to take to you, so we can be like, he really liked it, he wanted to show you what he has, and then we can just come back as they're closing and be like, hey, we have to set up some more stuff to make sure that it's all proper, it won't take us too long, we'll just stay a little bit afterwards, and then we don't even have to stay in town, we can leave the shaggin out here, come back to it.
What do you have as far as random glass accoutrement? Because I have a couple of ideas.
Not... What do you want specifically?
So, what I'm thinking is we give them an aerator made of glass that we have to set up later. But it essentially is just going to be attached to the tap. So it is a fancy tap.
Huh.
I have glass
So-
ink bottles.
Does it have to be glass?
I mean, no, but something that's food safe because they're still going to be using it and I don't want to poison people.
I can make it food.
Lead.
There we go.
That's right! That's thinking.
So
There are about to be a lot more
we
ghosts
just
in
need
that place.
a fancy looking tap thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually. Do you even need it to actually aerate anything?
With a dwarven ale, probably not, no.
Well, no.
In fact, I'm scared it might eat through the metal.
Yeah, give me like 15 minutes,
Okay, that's...
and that's done.
Okay, and then we can go in to set that up when there's not a bunch of people in our way.
Yep. Okay, yeah, no, that works.
While you're doing that, I have an armband.
Here, you can use this one.
Oh, it's got your sweat.
You don't have one either.
Oh, never mind.
Neither of
What
you
are
have
you
one.
pulling
Oh,
off
never
of
mind.
you?
Amulet,
I.
amulet versus armband.
It will take me half a day to make one.
Alright.
And like 50 gold.
They're not that expensive, and if you don't mind pitching in, they cost about 15 gold pieces to make.
Oh, I don't have any gold.
Okay.
Insight check. Whoa, that's a good one.
She still
that
uses
is-
family riches.
That's gonna be a 23.
What can I find that?
Chipper,
So
you can
either-
always find it.
Either persuasion
Or
or
deception.
deception.
You don't have
You
to
don't
tell
have
us
to tell
what
us
it is.
which. Just one of those two, and make the roll.
Oh,
A 7?
That ain't gonna happen.
That would be like a 9.
Oh wait, no, 7. Nope, still not.
So she's seeing right through whatever you're laying down.
I have like a little bit of gold.
Anyway, so I can make you one. Eventually, it will take time,
Okay.
and I will have to have time. So, and Killian's gonna go over and just get out this box of like essentially the junk drawer, and just start sorting through. And be like, I could use this. Like grab some watches. Like I can use some of these. I
We
could
should do
use
something
these.
Like
like a
after 3
plunger.
years, I finally
I
found
really
a
wanted
bolt
to
I
have
can
moving
use.
parts.
Too bad I needed 3 of them.
Just like hammering sounds, sawing.
Anyway, yeah. So he just goes over into his workshop and starts assembling this thing.
You're the voice of reason today.
This is actually a great idea.
It was a reasonable idea.
No, I mean, like, of all the ways to do this, this is absolutely the best way to do it. I wish I'd thought of it.
Who are you talking to?
Because I'm at my workshop, so I'm
Oh.
yelling over my shoulder.
You kept looking up.
Season of the Ghosts.
I don't know that I've ever not been a voice of reason.
Oh, I can't think of the examples right now, but there were definitely times.
I mean, you are a king of nothing.
It does not mean anything.
You're right, it doesn't
Exactly.
mean anything.
Hold
Act
on.
like that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
I'm sure I can find an example of you doing something stupid. Because I feel like Mal has done something stupid.
Hey, Killian is just coming over to talk to you. Is there anything else we need from town? Like
Need?
well, I mean,
No.
a shopping list of just random assortment of stuff.
Not that I know of.
Would you like some travel biscuits if we're going?
I can probably figure out how to make
I
those.
mean, we have food.
Yeah, so looking around, this wagon is like provision.
Like, one part of it is, like, there's, like, a pantry, we have, like, a stove and a little cooktop, like...
I just want
So-
to assume it was my food.
So this is
the most
glamping,
amazing
is what this
glamping.
is. So the shaggin is glamping.
I mean, I can make us snacks if we want.
I like snacks.
Okay, we'll make some.
All right, so
I'm not partial.
so the time passes. You do what you need to do, and the time comes.
It has a little pump.
to
It's like this, it becomes this big massive. It's got
journey
these little frills off of it.
back
It's all-
into
Is
town.
this one of those? Is this like this was the like? Is this in the junk drawer? Was this a prototype to the your water wagon hose thing?
Yep.
And it's like it's too small.
Anyway, so
All right, so it is now time to go back into
how
town.
big is this barrel?
Big.
So, like, we need to put it on one of the horses big?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Or we
if
have
it's
to roll
really
it.
sturdy, I can roll it with my feet and do some cool monk shit.
Does one of us need to stay here in the shaggin and watch it, or watch the shaggin?
Since I don't think we plan on staying in the hotel, I'm not actually too worried about the shaggin as it is.
You'll leave your little...
Birdie.
Yeah,
Birdie
Argon
thing.
can at least watch over it. We're kind of out of the way. I'm not too worried. If you have valuables, make sure you hide them or put them in the safe.
I don't trust that smile of Keith's. Ever.
I'm not too concerned about
That's
it.
the badger. We just come
Don't
back
give
and
him
say-
ideas.
you say that?
Because I love entertainment. And the entertainment of us spending an hour of this stream attempting to wrangle the badger would
what
be
did you
amazing.
use for Argon?
He's a homunculus.
Okay.
Homunculus.
Okay. Uh-huh. Got it.
Anyway,
So
now
we
if
can all
someone
go
wants
together?
to keep watch, like I don't think we're gonna be gone more than an hour,
Maybe 2.
2. Yeah, like I'm not planning on being gone long, so.
Can I acrobatics
Just know
to...
how these things work.
to, like,
Well, I mean, even if
roll
it's
it with
longer
my
for them to
feet.
stay and talk, plus
You
come back
can.
here.
Also,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to leave the shaggin unattended at some
Oh, it's
point,
real good.
Like,
Nat
we don't
18.
have a-
Yeah, it's
we
nat
don't have a
18
guard
Okay.
with a +8.
Look at
What
her.
happened to
So it's a
your,
26.
Oh, you left him, didn't you?
No, I had to repurpose him.
Right.
What?
Ugh.
Roger.
Yeah, there were some
Why?
problems.
Oh, that's sad.
Roger lives on in his armor.
Roger lacked pathing abilities.
What does that mean?
He could not remember where objects were in relation to himself and could not find a way around them.
So it just went.
He
No,
just
like-
comes up against a wall and can't.
Yeah, like I'd be like, "Oh, Roger, could you go over there?" And he'd just keep walking into things because he couldn't. It was a work in progress.
Like an
Maybe one day
NPC
I
in
can
Skyrim.
iron out the issues, but had to do work on him, and it's
Iron
work
Giant
that's still being
issues.
done.
Yeah.
Can we take the chips away from people?
No, unfortunately.
I don't have any to take, so I only have them to give.
Yes, Poser. We call it a shaggin because we were throwing out different ideas, and I was like, it's like
Yeah.
the shop wagon, the wagon shop, and Natalie was like, "The shaggin'!" And
And
so
now
that's what it's been called now.
And
Is
it
it's the
stuck because
shaggin'.
it bothered me.
Yep.
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 Yeah, it's named the Shaggin' out of spite.
Yeah.
It's a
A
spice.
lot of things happen out of spite. All right. So Simi is like doing backflips and rolling this thing with her feet. She at one point she jumps up on it and is like
Wait,
Cabbage,
Cabbage,
can
I
Cabbage,
think
can I
that's
borrow?
not a great option because if something goes wrong and we break this barrel, that is a lot of waste.
I mean,
lot of
Cabbage,
attention.
can I
that
borrow
could
your
happen.
hat?
I did roll a 26, but
Okay, alright.
Cabbage, can I borrow your hat
My hat?
for like a couple of minutes?
Okay.
I'm gonna follow around Simi and pretend to be like this is an act and just
so
trying to
you
get
guys
out.
are not even in town
Oh,
yet.
okay. Okay,
Well, we
okay.
weren't trying to like.
Huh.
I just
Draw
thought that this
attention
would be
to
easier.
Well, that's auspicious. I mean, it doesn't mean anything, but it's sort of an interesting number.
42%.
Okay,
It was a 42. It's the answer to everything.
It is key.
it is indeed.
Now I'm just imagining as we go through town, you're up on this thing doing your.
Essentially, yeah. All right, so you guys stroll into town.
Yeah, I am going to try and panhandle because I only have 8 silver.
And
And
make me a just make me a charisma check.
charisma check.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
21.
that's not bad.
All right.
He has high charisma, but I'm always surprised when he rolls above a 5.
I know.
I'm so proud.
I promise I didn't touch your dice.
It's not you. It's something in the universe.
That spot and this spot.
It
He's
doesn't
never
matter what
sat
I
here.
said.
Those dice do better than the other one.
All right.
Low bar.
So I'll come back to that.
Okay.
Finally
'Cause,
started believing in the dice.
Um, so this is the first time that Mal has been in town.
Great.
And as as you're sort of strolling along with your friends down the boulevard, you do pass the teardrop memorial, and you see that, and you catch that, and you see it.
Actually, I might not.
Do I know what?
Make
I have a negative too.
so make your perception roll then.
So as a side note, do I know what specific event this would be
Yeah, that's a 7.
as a part of my
Did
history?
you actually do
So
that?
you actually don't notice it.
Really hope not.
Make a history check.
Oh boy, one of the things I'm actually proficient in.
I'm gonna give Cabbage an aneurysm.
Give you a heart attack.
That is an 8.
That would be a no.
Okay.
But
You
you
had to say something, didn't you?
But you do know that there are a lot of stories of
Yeah.
empresses putting down revolts or
Don't say that.
or expanding the empire. It certainly looks like Mom, but
It's hard to tell.
it's hard to tell, especially from the distance that you're trying to keep from this thing. So as you're rolling this barrel through the streets, you are definitely attracting attention. The crowds sort of part in front of you, see me as you're rolling along.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
Nobody's
Sorry.
trying to stop you or anything. You are
Jerry.
absolutely collecting coins hand over fist as you go down the street. And it takes it takes 5 or 10 minutes to navigate your way through the city and to the hunting magistrate. Make me another acrobatics check to stop the barrel.
Ah, yes. Come on, please.
You've got it
Can
going.
Can
Now
she
you have to stop
advantage
it.
because all of us are like very closely monitoring this.
Sure. So Daniel, for your
Okay.
edification, you're sitting there. I assume you're sitting in the bar, and you hear this commotion outside. It's like this growing sound of crowd watching and gasping and oohing and ahhing. Make me a perception check real quick.
Oh.
And let me know how that does for
See
you.
what my perception is, because it sucks.
Oh no.
It's okay, you can be a frontliner with me and just not see anything coming.
It's a one.
I like
Yay!
Yeah,
goes
okay.
by, he's like,
So your attention is is completely drawn to the sounds outside. You are not paying attention at all to what's going on in the bar. Cool. All right. So Simi,
It's a promising start, my friend.
it's just getting it out of the way early. Simi,
It was a 19. Thank you for that advantage.
19.
I wasn't
Okay.
terrible without it, but it's a
I mean,
lot better.
I feel like it's a fair one because we were like,
Yeah.
Cabbage is very anxious.
It definitely takes all of you, because Simi's got it like moving, just moving, and it does kind of take all of you to get it wound down and stopped right at the doorway to the inn.
I'm like to Cabbage. I'm kind of like, wait, what?
No.
Okay.
No. Just in case. No.
I am beauty. I am grace. I will not fall on my face. Break. It's the closest to a mantra she's ever actually pulled off.
Real quick, Daniel, do you understand our inspiration token things?
No, we
I
haven't.
understand inspiration, but
Right.
Okay, so everyone around the table has 2 inspiration
didn't get my
tokens.
Which is a poker jam.
So to start with, they are to give away.
oh,
So you give. So the players all have a chance to hand tokens off to someone who is doing real well role playing. Is really cool in character or says something really funny. Whatever your own personal criteria is.
Okay.
The first 2 that you start the night with are to give away, and you can then also be given tokens as well. So everyone's got some, and that's how those work.
okay.
All right. So you have. So you have arrived at the hunting magistrate.
Okay. Gotta put on my salesman hat here.
I mean,
Do you have one of those?
do you want us to go in and introduce you? I've already met him
Sure.
and paid him. Okay.
We can.
Milo and I will go in first.
I take
Okay.
the money out of the hat, hand you back the hat.
Not the money though.
Not the money, absolutely not. No.
Simi definitely didn't earn all of that.
I'm a cloister monk. I don't think about it.
Did you make a lot?
Danny here can want me put in the number.
42.
Ooh! It was a good day.
It was a good day.
It was a good hour.
Okay.
Almost
Just
100
almost 100.
Nice!
That's a really heavy hat.
It's a little stretched out.
Yeah. Need to find Castian.
We will. Alright,
You're not
should we go
allowed
in
to
and
Alright,
introduce our...
So we'll go in and so let's leave the. I assume that the bar has like a side entrance, so like you people could go in not having to go through the lobby.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna be like, maybe you should roll the barrel over by the side entrance, and then if some of you want to stay here and watch it, we'll go in and
Yeah.
proposition him.
I can be a tough.
No.
Excuse me?
No.
Look, if it gets me what I want.
Wait.
What?
So,
No.
okay.
No.
Hold on.
All right. So Daniel, since you are paying attention out the doors now, there is this gaggle of people who somebody has just climbed down off of a barrel that she's been rolling down the street. She was on top of it, walking backwards, rolling it down the street,
Is he in the chat?
and
I think so.
now there's this whole gaggle of people around talking. There's about half a dozen of them, about 6 of them, and it looks like they're having a discussion. So at this point, for Daniel, everybody go around the table and describe what you look like, and we'll start with Steph, and we'll walk our way
Scroll
around
down
the
as
table
well to
this
see
way.
our minis.
Oh, I was gonna say I would like to, inspired by whatever his
Milo.
name is, by Milo.
But here,
I'm like-
not Milo.
I am
Gale.
Gale.
I'm like, oh, you want to take your picture by the barrel? And I'm like, I will draw your picture for 2 silver.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, where am I? Okay, yes. So you see half elf, slightly older, tall.
Show the picture that we're describing.
When you
Slightly
say
older.
slightly older, that's only in comparison to the rest of us.
Exactly, slightly older than the rest.
Wait, how old is that?
Not their mother.
yes, maybe.
Well, you won't know just by looking at me.
I'm curious.
37, Steven.
Oh, okay.
Like I am now.
So you get dad.
Got green eyes, very long, dark brown hair, normal, like this kind of skin, and kind of fancy but worn clothes. And I just have a whole bunch of like sheets of paper in my bag, and I got like bottles of ink, like a little bandolier, and I just
apparently
constantly
don't
have
have it
like
set
this
up
book and things, and I'm constantly doing
that way.
things like that.
Yeah, things like that.
Are we going this way or are we going
I
that way?
don't know. She
Go
started
this
right in the
way.
middle.
Okay. So my character is like 5'3", 5'4", really curly, sandy blonde hair that's cut fairly short, and I have a red bandana and a pirate's hat, white blouse, pants that you would imagine on a pirate. Like,
That's not right.
you look at her and you think that person is trying to cosplay as a pirate. And
But I've never seen a pirate.
but has only
Like
read
a-
stories about pirates.
This is like
So
an R
pirate
pirate or
characters.
like a Somali pirate.
R.
Yes.
I've only
View
been on
it,
a
I can't show it.
There should be a.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so this is Del's.
that's cabbage. Ooh.
She cute.
My cute is cute.
And then we've got
Then the-
Cabbage.
Yeah, thanks.
I do like the boots. I would
Oh,
wear
yeah,
those
those are
boots.
I want those calf thingies going on. I gotta make that.
Oh yeah, the obsidian daggers.
Arr.
All right, and then we have
Make her an eye patch.
Mal.
Ooh, a Mad Eye Moody eye patch.
Mal.
Mal.
No.
It's your turn to
So-
describe yourself.
Yeah, describe
Oh.
yourself.
I am Mel.
So Mal is actually a little bit on the tall side for a dwarf, but is a fair bit shorter than everybody else. His beard actually might be a little bit shorter than that, but he's got a pretty thick beard that he keeps braided, and he is wearing leather armor, so it's probably at least a little bit conspicuous, because he wears his armor pretty much everywhere, which started out as a habit because he had to break it in, and then he just mostly wears it everywhere. He currently is watching this barrel like a hawk.
Cleaning the mud prints off. Footprints off.
And yeah, he's got really like deep set eyes that are really dark. If you were to get up close, they are a really dark brown eye.
All right.
So Killian is a half elf. He's got his hair pulled back in a half ponytail. Swords on his back. He also wears his armor around, but it's less. It looks a little bit more homemade or patchwork. He has a bag that he carries a backpack with him with a whole bunch of different tools and gear strapped to it. He's got vials at his side. Lots of little pockets all over to store little.
You almost hit the roof. Keith almost hit
Yeah.
the red X to close the
Nice.
window entirely.
Little knickknacks, and Yeah, that's a little oblivious to everything going on around him.
This is Adrian, kind of a country bumpkin sort of individual. He's got no weapons on him except a dagger, I guess.
I didn't know if you had any weapons anymore because
I have
the sword.
I have just I think I just have
You
daggers.
have the sword. He used to have a sword, but then we gave it to.
His way of belief.
Yeah, this is Adrian, and he just all the weapon-wise he has is just this shield on his back that has a weird horned lizard on it. Because dragons don't exist here.
Yep.
So, just a tall country bumpkin looking feller.
Beefy, right?
Yep.
Keeping descriptions down.
And see me. Oh, you changed the clothes.
I did because I actually
Also
went through and
love
listened to last
Simi's
time
face.
Oh,
to get
yeah.
everybody's
Summer
explanation
nature.
and try and get it.
Yeah.
Dialed in.
She's like a deep tawny skinned half elf with a little smattering of freckles, really long blonde braid, and yeah, she's got. It looks like a very carefully well made. Like peasant blouse, and those are actually riding trousers, and yeah, her face is probably chronically kind of like that anyway. Like generally disgruntled, very pretty, but also generally always disgruntled. Yeah, awkward is one of her apparently key features.
So we are a motley crew.
Yes.
Very motley crew, and two of them sort of finish having conversation with the rest of the group and peel off and start walking into the bar.
You want me to take the lead?
Or I can, I don't care.
Okay, we can tag team.
Okay. So we'll go. Oh yeah! We'll go into the bar,
guys.
I assume the bartender's still there.
Which one?
Both of them?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we'll go up to the real one,
Okay.
the not deceased one.
Okay.
That's a sentence.
So
Hello again.
we brought your ale to our friend. He was very impressed by it.
Well, good.
So impressed, in
meanwhile,
fact,
like- This taste.
just look out the window there. He is a brewer of
Mini.
spirits himself,
Oh.
and he's brought a barrel by to see if maybe you'd be interested in taking it off his hands.
Well, I'll have to check and
Of
see
course.
what the
Absolutely.
vintage, what it tastes like.
I mean, if we can bring it in. You can step out, however you want to do it. But he's very interested, very impressed and interested.
Have him bring it in.
Front door
So
or back
we're gonna have to
door?
bring it in the-
Because
Back, it's not small. Okay.
All right.
Yep, we'll bring it around. Thanks.
And Mal has meanwhile taken a sip to actually have some idea of what,
Please be good. Please be good. Please be good.
and then he's gonna wash off the outside as well.
Okay.
But it's not much.
So, did I make you roll for it when you brewed it, or not?
No, it was part of the work days that we did.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess would have. I rolled on the workday table, but
Yeah, and in that case, it's it's a good brew. It's not outstanding. It's not like top tier or anything like that.
this
but
is
it's
an experiment. Actually.
But it's actually
probably
pretty good.
one of
It's
Mhm.
on a scale of 1 to 20. Let's say it's probably about an 18 or 19.
do you want me, Connor? Do you want me to go tell him and you can?
I'll actually stick my head out if you want to.
Right.
Wait,
Fake
here's
name.
the-
Fake. You need a fake name.
All right.
You do
So
need a
make
fake name.
me a perception check.
In the middle of town is not the place to have this discussion.
Sorry, this was
I know.
for me. This was above table.
16.
16, okay.
Me lose my mind.
All right. So as you sort of glance around, you're paying special attention to the ghostly lady, and she is again just at the bar doing her thing. Just like you saw her before.
Maybe that's why you're named after
looking at the patrons in the bar, most of them are exactly what you would expect.
Right.
They're sort of upper crust, higher tier kind of travelers, business people.
Is this more like a gentleman's club sort of vibe?
What?
No.
There's glitter on the floor.
Now explain
There's
why I'm here.
Like 1880s
I don't think
London.
he means that kind.
Yeah,
I
like,
see
like
tassels.
1880s London gentleman's club. Like,
I'd like
aside
to
from
enter.
aside from the fact that it is
It's Cora's den.
aside from the fact that it is mixed patronage, so it's like upper tier,
right.
like
The
men
higher
and
class.
women. It's not quite aristocracy. It's
It's much
like
aristocracy is this time.
upper middle
Broad
class.
spectrum
Okay.
dancing.
It's the merchants that are well off that are here in this bar,
Okay.
and then there's the half orc.
A half orc?
A
Do
half
I
orc.
even know what a half orc is?
Make me a history check.
Well, now nobody's
Oh.
got a single see me out here.
15?
Haha. Well,
Um,
especially since I'm in a group full of half elves.
Yeah, I mean you'd recognize what that particular racial makeup is.
Okay.
You also know that there are like very few enclaves of half orcs in the Empire.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Because I mean it's a primarily human empire, and while elves and half elves and dwarves have kind of made their way in it, not a lot else has. So the half orc down at the end of the bar like stands out in this crowd.
Is this where we
Okay.
get a description of the half
Yeah, this is where we get a description.
Daniel, go for it.
But not the people outside, right?
Not the
Not
people
yet.
outside. And not even Killian, because he's turned and looking at something else
Ah,
just for Milo.
Okay. Yeah, let me think about this. Okay. So, I'm about 6.5 feet tall, dark skin, brown hair, hair's kind of long into a ponytail, blue eyes, nearing probably around 50s or so.
We have the oldest.
Bunch of kids.
Should I describe like what I'm wearing too? or-
Whatever you think is important.
What are you wearing, Daniel?
This is the gentleman's club.
Whatever you feel like is
I saw the
important.
tassels.
Yes. I seem fine when I'm looking at you. When I turn around, it's just nothing there.
Business in the front, party in the
Yeah. So
dying.
I'm wearing I'm wearing green tight pants, white and black boots. I have with a belt that's white with a black what do you call it, a black belt buckle. And my shirt is also tight and green, and the armor that's over my shirt is all gold, and I have black and white gloves.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
Mechanically speaking.
No, not mechanically speaking. Just like, what does the armor look like? Like, does it look like leather? Is it like metal plates?
I guess it would look like leather, yeah.
Okay.
And also, so you have dark skin, like, so or half orcs. Are we talking like gray skin, green skin, red skin? Like,
It'd be more on the red side, I would say.
Okay.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Check your phone.
oh,
So many notes being passed.
This is your ex.
Oh, man. 11?
Oh yeah, do you have any weapons?
Yes.
Right behind my belt.
What weapons do you have?
So I basically, I have a habit of collecting weapons, so I have a lot. I have a great sword, a couple of great axes, javelins, and I think 4 hand axes.
Wow.
Jeez.
It's a small armory.
I'm just imagining like the part from Boondock Saints where the dad is like pulling out all of the
Yes.
different things. Yep.
I'm afraid of running out of weapons.
That's a fair.
Yeah,
that's
that's
fair.
fair.
Honestly,
I
yeah.
respect that.
This
I
economy.
feel like you and Killian will get along great.
All right. So how do you react to this half orc? Also, make me a perception check with advantage because you're paying attention to these people.
On 15.
15.
Yeah.
So one of these characters. So they come to the bar. They talk to the bartender for a little bit. Something about a barrel of ale, probably the one that they were rolling up the sidewalk. And then one of them turns and walks back to the front door, and the other one is sort of looking around the room, and like eyes lock, and you get a sense
It's a
that this
moment.
person is like not expecting you. You're used to that. Not a lot of people know how to deal with half orcs because they're so like outside the realm of normal. So there's this moment of he sees you, you see him, and he is reacting.
I'll order a drink.
Awkwardly. He is
For you or
reacting
for him?
awkwardly.
My heart is pumping.
No, yep.
He's beautiful.
Those assless chaps, man.
Every time.
Every time. No, I'll put my back to him because I don't want to look at him.
Sure about that.
Is Milo dying inside?
Yes.
All right. So there's that. If you want to do anything with that, now's the time.
I'm just thinking because I was looking at prices for accounts. That's why
I'm used to that kind of reaction, so I just whatever.
Shrug
Okay.
it off.
Yeah.
All right.
I have your number.
All right. So you poke your head out the door. Say,
Yeah, so I'm just gonna step up
What's
there
your
like,
parcel
all right, so the
What's your
bartender
parcel
says
code?
we can bring it around the back. He'd be interested in taking a look at it.
Sweet.
So let's, and then he's gonna kind of like pull Mal aside for a second, like, do we have a name for your? Like, do you have a label?
Nope. We could call it a subsidiary for now, and then I can figure out something else later.
Okay, cool.
King of Nowhere Ale.
No.
Anyway, so yeah,
No.
so you're on. You get to introduce him to your brew,
All right.
and then I'll step back into where I left Milo.
make
to
a
go
perception
collect
check.
Awesome sauce.
him.
I shouldn't. Yeah. This is not.
Make a
My
deception
forte.
check.
17.
17. Okay. There's a half orc at the end of the bar.
Have I ever even seen a half orc?
No.
We live in the ass end of nowhere, my friend.
Okay, 17.
What's that?
17 deception.
Um,
Not
I don't think the button blusher is a good label.
Okay. 17. You said.
Yes.
Also, Milo is standing at the bar, very pointedly, not looking at this half orc, and is like flushing red.
Oh. See,
Is it okay? Is he not bothered by me?
I'm gonna go walk over to the half
I will
orc.
be.
All right, so
I'm not used to this kind.
so Killian, so one of the one that had walked to the door walks down next to you.
On either side. Is this like an either side situation?
No.
Oh.
Are you staying here in the hotel?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I have a room upstairs, yes.
You have a rare opportunity if you'd like to take advantage of it. We're
You'd like to
bringing
take advantage of him.
we're bringing a new spirit by to taste test here at the bar. We're actually going to show it around back if you'd like to come back with us and try some.
Oh, fantastic, yes, I would love to.
Adrian. Or Gail, sorry. Fair enough.
I think that's everybody has blown their cover.
I have not.
You haven't been in town.
Yeah.
Galadrian.
Yeah.
They're showing it around back. Come on.
Okay, I follow.
And so I'll wait till he gets there, and then as he goes past, then I'll be like, after you.
Thank you, good sir. Yeah,
Of course.
I go out too.
What's your name?
Tommy?
My name is Eleanor.
Gosh, you guys.
Were you here for the last time that she's like,
I
oh, my
watched it,
name is
yeah.
definitely Eleanor.
I'm leaving.
What happened?
I feel personally attacked right now. You can just.
I missed whatever it was.
She leans what I'm doing.
Oh! Oh, I did not connect those dots.
What's your last name, Tommy?
Oliver?
Is this a joke I'm missing?
Yes,
Yes.
it is. And I have to discuss that.
I was going to say, it's okay because I'm out of the loop too.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say I'm not surprised.
I'm enjoying the reactions.
that
Wait, you have two
Milo
first
is
names?
quite
I don't
attractive.
immediately trust him.
I know, right?
I don't
Can't trust
immediately
him.
trust him. He has two first names.
All right, so you guys get around
So it's
to the
bartender
to the
and
side
us
door.
and our tagline.
So you get to the side door. They pop the doors open. There's a couple of strangers with your friends. One of them obviously has the look of a bartender. The other is a half-orc who's just standing there randomly.
Heavily
question.
armored half-orc.
Yeah.
Would Cabbage
Oh, are you serious?
Sorry.
So the farthest you've ever been afield is Lamont Swamps. So no.
The actor.
Or actually, hang on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Odds or evens?
Thank you.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, the character.
I approve wholeheartedly of this.
Sorry,
Yep, yep.
that might have been rude.
Oh wait, he's dressed like him too.
Oh!
You're dressed like.
Well done.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Never have we been bamboozled on this show more than right now.
Okay, so you're actually like in back now with all the rest of us, or like?
The only person that's behind him is Killian.
Okay, so he's not to us and stuff yet.
No, he just came out the back.
No.
Yeah, I mean you guys
we
can
just
see
opened
it.
the
Oh,
door.
behind-
We just,
okay,
we just
okay,
opened the door
gotcha.
to bring the.
I
stuff.
misunderstood.
Yeah, it's sort of the
Cabbage's
back task room of the bar. So there's a rack down one side of like just barrels and barrels and barrels of ales and whatnot sitting in racks.
Now I was gonna give his most winning smile and say, "Hello, I'm Derek.
Wow.
I had to. Everybody else did.
I haven't.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
It's
I
okay.
know.
He's the only one here who's good at it.
Okay, then no, I'm going. With
I'm the only one who's just like, I
I'm
understand
Derek.
how to survive in this world.
My name is Derek.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you, and you are. Sorry, Keith. You could just say bartender 1 if you want.
Yeah, at this point I was
His
Bartender
name
Juan.
is Fred.
Bartender Fred.
It is a pleasure. I am. I had the pleasure earlier of tasting one of your dwarven ales.
one of our finest.
I have something that I think you will find better, and I think
Ooh.
that
So-
you're going to want to buy this cask.
That's a tall order.
I'm not a tall man, but yes.
I like you.
So Mal's gonna pull off one of the smaller casks. So I have some to try, and anybody here who would like may try. So you probably can have a teeny tiny bit. This is way stronger than what you were used to. So
Like, I can give you all of us permission to try it. I don't
yeah,
think you've
so
met
he
us
has he has just like a smaller cask that is reminiscent of the
Travel
larger one, but
size.
just on a much smaller scale.
Fun size.
Oh, I won't mind trying that, but I will have to try the big
course.
barrel as well.
So there is a caveat here. The big barrel has yet to be properly aerated. We have developed a contraption that will do that for you at the bar. However, it will have to be set up a little bit specially.
Installing it's kind of a...
Would you pull it out?
Yeah, so Killian will pull it out of his bag. So it's about this big and this really ornate, fancy. It's got a little pump. He's like, so this is our proprietary design to aerate it. It's a bitch to install. So it might have to wait till you've closed up for the night before it's... I don't want to get in your way or run off your customers trying to get it all installed for you. But once we get it installed, it'll aerate it for you and take care of everything on that end.
Meantime, though, let's have you try a little bit that we've already taken care of. I think you're really gonna like this. This is a special. I call it fancy.
Again, I don't mind testing,
Absolutely.
but I'm gonna have to know that what's in that wee dram is the same as in the big barrel.
Of course. We will just have to set up the big one and get it all set up. So it'll probably be later tonight. Would you be around after your close?
I'll be around.
Perfect. So we'll go ahead and do that. We can even set that up back here and then move it out there afterwards. But we just
If
want
you
to have
try
you
it and you
closed
decide
up.
it's not for you, no cost to you. We'll pack it all up, take it back, no problem.
Not the same way it came in.
Did I get it here?
You did. No, I was just, my heart was beating like twice as fast as it's
I
supposed to.
could hear it.
Everybody else was just like mulling around.
Alright, so let's
It's-
pour everybody a cup and
the
then you
thing.
can explain to us what exactly it is we're drinking.
So he sets up the small one on top of the big one, and it's almost in parity the size differences. And he will then reach into his bag and pull out some small cups. He only has 4 of them, but he starts to fill them, and he doesn't put much in. And it's a weird color. It's almost like a purpley brown.
I knew it!
No, Keith, no, no.
Hey David, are you here?
It doesn't matter.
Get it over with.
Get it over
It's
with.
delicious.
We're doing a taste test.
I was gonna say,
This
can
is
we-
the time.
Lance, do you want to roll off to see which one of us goes first?
Yeah, give me a sec.
So
Say, can
this
we, like,
is, I
help
call
them
this
out by going,
fancy.
Higher gets to choose.
Is it?
20.
9.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Our responses to this beverage that is going around the table are not canon for what actually was created by Mal.
Oh, I will do my best.
To act as though it's delicious?
Yes.
I am going to be impressed by your acting abilities.
Keith, help me.
David, why are you like this?
Of course he shows up now.
Oh, he's been here.
Yeah, he's been
He's
hanging
been
out.
waiting.
Oh, we went in for a second one.
Not what I was expecting.
No, not at all.
That could be a lot worse.
Saying that out loud.
It's not good, but
No.
I mean, he's brought us dirt soda and ranch dressing soda, so...
Peanut
Ranch
butter-
dressing soda was really bad.
Yeah.
I think
it's
gonna be our
It's better or worse
No,
than
no,
the
no.
peanut butter and jelly.
Buffalo wing soda.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell bad.
it's not terrible. I
No,
wouldn't.
it's far from the worst one we've had.
Yeah, and I don't know that I would.
You, like, swished it. She
I
swished it in her
don't know that I
mouth.
would label
I
that.
paid so
as
much gold
buffalo.
for this.
Not what it was.
It builds
It's
a
just
little bit.
sweet with a little kick.
Have a that will be my response. That doesn't even...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's sweet with a little bit of kick.
Burns at the end.
Waxy.
That's weird.
But
It's not bad though.
It does have 40.
I had buffalo
grams of
wings
sugar
yesterday, so
What?
That tastes nothing like.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
no,
No.
it really doesn't.
No.
That is tame by comparison to most of the ones that we've had.
Now
Yeah.
that being said, can I convince anybody in chat or here to pay me to drink the rest of it?
all I just feel
That's
is
not as bad as
the
the dirt
it's
one.
all
I
I feel
know.
is sweet and
Yeah.
just a
Yeah,
slight
and
hint
it's
of
got
heat.
a little bit of heat. At
Yeah,
the
it's
end.
almost just cream soda, but with
With-
something.
So
weird.
whoever
Yeah,
wants
okay,
that,
yeah.
whoever
I don't
wants
know,
that.
I
weird.
do feel like a candle was dissolved.
Yeah, this is, yeah,
There's
waxy.
waxy,
It
yeah.
has a little waxy vibe to it. You're right.
Now, if David's still here, now that we've had
Yeah, he's still
completed our
here.
end of the deal, David, do you know which one you bought for us next?
Oh no.
Because I know you've already bought one.
Oh
I might
no.
be sick next. Oh, I'm not gonna be here next.
We'll save it for when you're here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Don't
the kind
worry.
of thing that they don't do without everybody.
So anyway,
That we avoid doing.
All right, so you're tapping out.
Yeah, so this is so he hands the 4 glasses. The first one goes to the bartender, and then because he doesn't know who this is, he'll hand one to you, and he'll give just the tiniest bit to Simi, and then you guys introduced me, so he'll give one to Cabbage.
well, don't forget
It's
to give one to the
debatable.
guy.
Yeah, he was the first one.
Yeah.
So he's only got 4 glasses, but
Yes, David, we would like to know.
I'm scared.
I'm always scared.
so I call this
what
fancy.
color is it?
It's like a purpley brown.
Right.
Okay.
I call this fancy. Now this is actually done with grapes from the vineyard.
Butter?
Butter?
I'm looking forward to that more than I
That
was the
probably
freaking
tastes
barbecue.
great.
nasty.
Yeah.
I like butter.
Ugh.
This is like your dream soda.
Oh hush. So it is mostly a tart pale ale, but mixed with a wine made from grapes out of Setterton. It has a sort of a unique flavor to it, and it is heavily alcoholic. So there is definitely a burn on the back end, but it's as far as taste goes, it's almost somewhere between a pale ale and a wine.
Well, all right then.
Excuse me. That was so
Don't look at the DM screen.
No, I
Cheater.
have nothing up that can
Are you that
spoil anything.
Yeah, I'm a
It's-
little
it's-
nipply right now.
cold down
A
here.
little what?
Would you like the other
Nipply.
one? There's 2.
They're hard.
It's the way, as I said, it's the way we like it.
Oh my
If
Okay.
you need the other one,
So
you
so
can totally
he'll
have it.
you know he'll
If,
sort of
if you prefer to stay nipply, that's fine too.
swirl it around, take a
I don't need to hear said.
strong smell of it, and then just throw it back and try it.
So
So
Mal will take a cup and then hand that to,
Dels.
well,
No,
you just hand it to her. 'cause
He's
he
not
doesn't know
gonna
the
say
color.
anything.
Oh, okay,
And then one to Milo as
Oh,
well.
okay.
Simi is just gonna like swish it around in her mouth and try and savor every
Make it
little
last.
bit.
It's really, really strong.
I don't hear that, and I'm just like,
Like have to do
So-
a con save strong or
I mean, no, because he didn't give you very
Yeah,
much.
no.
These are like small shot glasses.
You, however, make a Constitution save.
There should be another red one too. Oh, there.
No, they can be matching.
She doesn't want to match with me right
twinsies.
She's so mad.
She
Can't
doesn't
imagine
want to
why
be
you
Power
think-
Ranger. Wait,
This is the chance for her to play other
24.
fantasies.
It's her,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're fine.
It's her favorite color.
like,
There is
that's
definitely it's definitely got a burn to it, but it's fine. Okay.
So then he'll go ahead and seal everything back up, and then once we have it properly aerated tonight, we can give you a taste from the larger cask as well.
so I don't know much about alcohol, but couldn't you just let him try it and know that it's going to be better when it's aerated?
Well, no, because the thing is that is how we were tapping it. So
Yeah.
it
Okay,
just
so
doesn't
it's
work.
okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry.
I will need to verify that the contents
No, of course.
match.
Certainly,
obviously.
certainly.
That
So-
being said,
What do you
what do
think?
you think?
I like it. I think it'll do well here.
It's
sure.
just called Fancy. It's currently under another brand because I haven't
It's a work
done the
in progress.
paperwork in the Empire to set up my own business. But
Understandable. So I'm assuming it's low quantity. You're a specialty brewer then.
I am,
A
yes.
micro brewery, so to speak.
Ooh.
yes.
Okay.
My
hipster's
particular
strong.
my particular brand comes out of the mountains to the north.
Okay.
So it is rather unique in the Empire.
I would say so. I've never had anything quite like that. That's
Almost
That's
everything he does
lovely.
is one of a kind.
Obviously, I'll need to verify the contents of the larger this evening, but if it matches up, then we can. I think we can negotiate a nice price for you.
I mean,
You know you're
missed an
supposed to
opportunity.
swallow it. It's not mouthwash.
I think you missed an opportunity there. You could have called it whale.
No. No. We will be back. What time do you close? They said sometime around dark.
Yeah, about an hour after sunset.
Okay. We'll be back right about then, so that we don't disturb your business as it is.
It's a little bit of a process to get it all.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Do come here after I've got everything closed up and everyone out of the way out front. I'll come and let you in the side door. Now I do have to warn you. None of you are familiar, so I assume you're not from town. So you're not regulars, not regular customers either. There are certain
Are you trying to find a word that isn't rumors?
no, there's nothing like sinister about it or whatever, but
This is an interesting start.
we
Yeah.
do have
A
we do-
ghost?
Mm,
No?
yes. How did you know?
I divined it.
I tried
with magic.
We try very hard for that particular story not to get around.
There was a drunk man the other day.
Okay. Roll me a deception check.
Stretch that charisma.
This is how we're gonna get caught.
Can I touch myself with guidance?
That's casting a spell.
Hold on, what?
You can, but not on Twitch.
I think that's casting a spell. I don't know. I think that won't work.
I mean,
Yeah, this
she's a
isn't the
sorcerer,
only
so she can probably do subtle.
Well,
spell.
if she has subtle spell, do you have subtle spell? Meta magic.
What about me speaks of subtle?
That is
Yeah,
a
no, like,
real
so-
fair point.
I guess how did I would know if this was gonna be obvious. I would think, right? Like how I perform my own magic, I would. assume I
Yeah,
would
so
know.
you would know if it was going to be obvious, and you could try to be subtle about it. You could
Kill this poor bartender.
what was it?
No.
It's,
Okay.
You can do
Verbal
a
and somatic.
sleight of hand. Yeah,
I
do a
think-
sleight of hand.
I don't think I want to risk it. I think
Sibby will
I'm-
not allow you to kill this poor bartender.
Well, if he finds out that she's magic and he's not going to let it go, we might have to.
Just heard a rumor.
No, it's okay. I will just do my best.
Okay, so
Where's my? Okay. It
So
was
you're just-
I mean,
deception.
deception. Okay. So that's a 12. Can I use one of my inspirations?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what those are for.
That is exactly what those are for.
Why you go way down there?
Oh, it's a double.
That's a 19.
Woo!
26.
Oh.
Good catch.
Would you care to give her the bad news?
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh!
So
Do
he's
you have
standing
another
there.
inspiration?
No, let's take it away.
So he's
Can
standing
somebody
there,
else make you
and
reroll?
he's looking at you,
She's lied about where she
and you
got it.
just kind of know that he's like, yeah, I don't buy it.
Okay.
so
If that's the worst, then we're okay.
But it doesn't look like he's going to like press the issue. It's like,
This is fine.
Yes, there is a ghostly bartender.
Really?
Yes.
Wait,
She's been here as long as, well, the inn has.
Can we talk to her?
Is there stories about her?
Okay, let me explain before. We grew up, little east of here.
Okay.
There's only one place east of
I know.
here.
And we've heard lots of folk tales and ghost story type stuff, but we've never actually seen anything.
Oh, well, if you're here later tonight after closing, you'll probably see her.
Do you
Alright.
talk
Cool.
to her?
I tend to just let her be and let her do her thing.
Or does she talk back? Like,
Like I say, I've never spoken to her myself. I've never gone out of my way. I decided a long time ago, if she's happy being here doing her thing, I'm just gonna let her do it. I'm not. She's not hurting anybody. She's never frightened any of the patrons off. She's never been, a problem as far as I know. So, live and let live.
Be?
die.
Yeah. Live and let
B.
be. So no, I've never actually spoken to her.
Well,
So I guess you're a part of this
Pretty
now.
interesting.
Did
I'm
they-
like, what's Tommy
Oh.
Oliver?
sorry.
His name's Tommy.
Yeah, he was at the bar. Seemed like a unique gentleman.
Well,
Thought
now
that
he also
if-
knows some
Can
fun, unique
can
things.
we take this conversation?
Oh, no,
out
yeah,
into
yeah.
the
Oh, sorry.
main room? And
So we'll file out.
So as he watches you go, and then he turns and he closes the alley door and
This-
Mal actually just leaves the cask there because it's
Yeah,
gonna be a
it's gonna
pain.
be
Yeah.
a pain to move.
yeah.
This gentleman was at the bar, and I thought it would be good to have another person to taste test. And I thought he might get along with some of us. Gale seemed to be
Sweating
a little
profusely.
interested.
Can I do another deception check?
What do
You can, and
You smell funny.
anyone who wants to can roll insight.
Is there a way I can make this
How tall is
higher?
Gale?
6.5
Oh.
feet.
Oh my gosh.
13.
Is it perception?
Insight.
Oh, it's
Yes! Finally! Natural 20 for a 28! Oh!
18.
Oh, happy days!
So what are you trying to? what are you trying to put out there?
A blank face.
So absolutely
that's
nothing.
not
He's playing hard to get.
Okay.
Well,
So you guys are see me. What did you?
I
I'm not sure it
like
matters.
18.
13, something like that.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't roll anything.
Didn't care. Didn't care. Didn't care.
Already know.
All right. So he's real hard to read.
Eh.
And Killian's just gonna smile at you.
Blank face.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
your
Yeah.
head suddenly begins
Your
to be
ale
filled
is
with
amazing.
annoying music.
I worked really hard on this one. So where are you from? You're not a
Different.
local, I don't think.
No, I'm not.
You
I
look
actually.
like you've had adventures.
You then
Adventuring,
you can
huh?
tell me because I don't remember anything past a couple days ago. I remember my
What?
name and where I'm from, but I don't know anything else.
And did you just say where you're from and I missed it, or did we accidentally? Okay, we walked over that. Sorry. So where are you from?
He doesn't know, and apparently you don't remember.
Well,
You said Angel
well, he said he
I was-
remembered where
I
he's
was
from.
saying-
Elvis.
I'm from Angel Grove.
Angel Grove.
Is that another
I can't see what the problem here is. It's like
Did you have a mentor named Zordon, perhaps, that taught
Do
you?
you know Zordon?
Yes, sir.
That name, I know it's important to me. I don't know what it means. What is it? Do you know Zordon?
Is that genuine or is
usually I hate gag characters, but this is wonderful.
I love
Phil
it.
just was like a little bit peeved. He got yelled at and almost punched, but everyone just was like,
Well, we
welcoming.
haven't actually told him who we are yet.
Also,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
didn't,
yeah.
he didn't walk up and touch us and start sketching my illegal stuff that I
You
keep
know
on me.
what?
I have a very, very strong personal space bubble. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. I just,
Hello,
didn't know
Tommy.
you.
I'm Radish.
Hi, Radish. I'm Tommy.
And I
Cabbage is just over here screaming.
I'm like, wait.
You can see like Killian's knuckles start to get white.
I'm like, right, Killian.
This is gonna be so
Connor.
bad for this poor
Connor,
guy who
Derek.
doesn't remember anything, and now he's gonna have to learn like 2 totally different sets of names. I'm Rizla. It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Gail, you want to introduce yourself?
Gail.
Hi,
How's
Gail.
that face doing, buddy?
So how half orcish she is like? Is there like Tuskies? Like what's?
I actually don't
Now's
know what
the
half
time.
orc looks like, so you gotta tell me.
Well,
Do half orcs always have tusks?
It depends.
Often.
yeah.
Often.
Well, it doesn't look like juice and freak. I'll tell you that.
Full orcs typically
Do we
have
need
tusks
to like
that
find
protrude
you a
little bit.
mirror?
That would be lovely, because I have no idea what it looked like.
So, did you like get hit on the head or something?
Maybe.
Apparently he doesn't remember. But you remember where you're from.
Like
That's all I remember.
On this surreptitiously cast detect magic.
Nobody knows what inner growth is.
Okay.
So I guess I have big teeth.
He kind
I
of
mean,
cute.
you don't have to. That's up to you.
Okay.
Like
Character
half
choice.
orcs are usually somewhere in between an
anything.
orc.
I would say I prefer, I guess if I were able to design my character, I prefer to look more human than orc.
So it's more like the skin tone that
Mhm.
Yeah,
indicates.
yeah, and that's fine.
Okay. Okay.
He slightly enhanced canines a little bit,
Mhm.
but nothing huge.
Chiseled jaw,
So were you just meandering in the bar? With
I was
no-
taking a break. I was sitting at the bar.
taking a break. You
Killian's
work.
gonna pull a small steel mirror out of his bag and just be like, here you go.
Huh. Okay. I don't know if this is good or bad.
I think it's fine.
What do you think, Gail?
I think it really tall.
What do you guys think?
I think you should like yourself however you look.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh no, how you look is fine. I'm a little concerned that you don't remember anything.
That's the
a
more
little
alarming
worrying.
thing, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, appearance-wise, you're great, but
Wait,
You
so
could just
are
tell
you
everybody
like,
a fake story.
are you trying
That's
to like
the thing.
figure out who you are? Is that what you're doing?
Aren't we all?
I mean, that'd be a start. I feel like maybe I have a purpose out there somewhere, but what it was, I don't know.
What a mystery.
have you met
What- what's-
anybody
what
here
is-
that knows you?
What is this? Like, what is my armor? What is this for? I don't know.
I'm gonna come over and like start poking at it, and I have to reach up because I'm like 5'2".
I'm gonna start sketching it from memory.
I'm curious. Do you know how to use those? He's gonna just like head nod towards your weaponry of various sorts.
I'm gonna step back.
Oh yeah, I grab it and I do the whole. I'm very
Look, I
proficient
can
with my
do
weapons. Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna head back to camp for a little bit. Do you want to tag along with us?
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't
please.
really
You're
think
the first happy and friendly people that I've met. So.
Yeah, I would love to see how proficient you are.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
So,
I would like
I'm
to too.
proficient. I'm
So
proficient
Killian,
in
anyone
many
who's standing
ways.
close to Killian, he will mutter under his breath. So would Gale.
What was that?
He said,
He said so was Gail. Oh! I wasn't supposed to say that out loud?
No, I think you were.
Oh, that was-
have a kill-all spell?
I'm just saying, I think Gale would also be interested to see if you are actually skilled with these weapons.
yes.
Yeah, no, we.
Yeah.
It'll help unlock the mystery.
Well, we work.
These weapons.
We work generally as a traveling band, and having somebody.
Ding, 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 ding.
I don't know what's the.
We work out of a traveling workshop.
That's a better way to put that.
They were not like a
It's
music
shaggy.
band.
We're a band, but not with music. Most of
Yeah.
us.
But crew.
True.
Met them today.
That's probably
Not
fine.
actually. That's actually.
You're still a part of the
I
crew
know.
now.
Aw. Thank you.
I mean, once we got past the whole I thought about punching you in the face thing, we were golden.
Yep.
Sounds like my introduction went way better than yours.
Man.
Jenny, I'm
This is
so
a really
glad you're
comfortable
between.
couch.
I'm so glad that you are my shield against whatever energy is on the opposite side of you. You're running
It
yourself
makes a
to
difference. I think you're great.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, same. I just, yeah.
I start drawing him, but I make him like ugly.
Giant horse has tusks now.
Start heading.
Where I was headed with that is
Okay.
having somebody else that would be good with dealing with bandits and
There
things.
a
We've run into
bookshop
some
on the way
nasty
back?
things along the road so
What's that?
far.
Is there a bookshop on the way
If you
back?
decided that travel was on the books
yes.
for you,
Yeah.
because I don't think you're from around
Because I
here.
think a book is like 25 gold.
I
Can
feel like I need
can
to
just
travel
buy, like, a
to
recipe
figure out
book?
Sure.
what I'm
Okay.
about.
So
Makes sense.
this might be incredibly rude, and maybe you don't even know, but what are you?
I can fight.
That's cool.
I believe the term is half-orc.
What's a
What?
what's a not half orc then?
Probably just
And
an
the,
orc.
yeah.
That's how that works.
Is this like
So
the-
if you're
the
half of
wolves?
an
So
orc.
like you're
It's
half
just a made
elf.
thing.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. I have
Half.
$69
But
left.
and a daddy human, or vice versa.
Yeah. I mean, I
Nice
get
and
the
orc.
I get that part of the
With
logic.
a
I'm
mommy
just-
orc and a.
I'm just trying to imagine
and
what an
daddy
actual
human
orc
love each other
would
very
look like
much.
if he is a half orc. I don't know. That might be weird. I'm sorry.
Let's be real, it had to be a
Well,
dad
so
orc.
Gail, it sounds like you have intimate knowledge of half orcs.
Yeah,
A passing knowledge, yeah.
I see what you did there.
A passing
I mean,
knowledge, yes.
If he didn't, he wants to.
Wait, but really, do you know Zordon?
We're gonna get
I
copyright
get
dinged.
information
So much.
sometimes.
She's just like
I'm a
wicked
scribe.
smart.
I have accumulated information.
Okay, I don't know what that word means to me, but
West.
it's
Which word?
Make
Accumulated?
me
Wait,
a
Zoigan?
make me
No, that
a
one's mine.
history check.
That one's mine.
That one's mine.
I mean, no, that's.
Now that the
Honestly, okay,
bartender
fair.
is not here, can I guidance myself?
We're walking in
We're still
town.
walking through town. So
Just
Town
freaking do it, man.
sucks.
Just do it.
No.
Let's start a fight with the town.
Steven is a
No.
real bad influence.
the problem is, I'm not worried about the town killing us. I'm worried about how much of the town we would kill.
Also
it was
fair.
history?
Mhm.
14.
14.
I
Desolation.
remember watching See Me kill those bandits.
You don't remember anyone named Zordon, but there was someone named Dorzon.
Mm-hmm.
Doors
Oh,
on what?
they combined Zoigan and Dorzon.
I
Our powers combined.
never heard of Zordan specifically.
We
But
know
I love a good mystery, so
Zoigan.
despite you being raised by wolves, I'll be glad to help you.
Excuse me. Hold on, what?
What?
Raised by wolves. How do you know that?
I didn't
What?
say anything.
You
Radish,
know
you
something
just
about my
say
past?
things.
I mean, I know a Zoigan.
Intruder
I don't know what
alert.
is going
Intruder alert.
What is that?
Oh
Is that like a
no! I don't know
vibe?
that. Never
Back
mind.
to shagging you.
None of us know.
How far away are we,
Knew it.
time wise?
You probably about 5 minutes away.
Are we booking it?
So, we need to get back to our campsite real fast.
Simi is going.
Well,
Ah,
what's going
dang
on?
it. Keith, I'm favored
I
by
just
God.
have this feeling we need to get back to our campsite real quickly soon.
She's gonna do full speed and dash and
Okay.
By
like
the gods,
all
I
the
can
things.
re-roll
She's
sometimes.
gonna blow all the things to get there as fast as she can.
Mal
That
will
sounds
start
bad.
walking.
Okay. All right, so Simi will absolutely get there first.
Yeah.
And
die
as
before we
soon
go.
as,
Yes,
as soon as
probably.
we're out the gate, I will activate Longstrider so I can
Okay.
dash as a bonus action.
So how
Uh,
far is it?
We're a mile outside of town.
So,
He said
like,
we're about 5
five.
minutes.
About 5 minutes.
How many feet are in a mile?
Oh, right.
5,250. No, sorry,
Which
5,280.
one, David?
Yeah.
There are so many.
Anyway, so
We just said so much stuff.
so Simi gets there first. You're not that far
I've
behind.
got little legs.
You have
Cabbage.
3
I'll just
movement
say
it's
actions.
yours.
Luigi from Super Mario 2 in it back there.
So
Cabbage, you're almost as fast as Simi.
Are you?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
action.
action-
Bonus action.
Bonus die.
That's right. That's right.
You have youth. You have youth.
I have youth.
We dwarves are excellent sprinters.
Sprinters.
Very dangerous over
On
short
distances.
All right, so the three of you kind of get there roughly at the same time. Simi's kind of in the lead. You sort of skid into the campsite, and what was your bird's?
Argon.
Argon is sitting on the ground in the middle of a pile of mechanical parts.
He got the badger. Did he get the badger?
Do these parts look badgerish?
I'm gonna
Make
go
me an
over-
investigation
I'm gonna
check.
pull out
Wait,
my
am I
sword.
there?
Oh wait, no, I'm
start
not there
looking-
yet.
Picking through it. No,
Yeah.
it's you and me.
No, I can't tell. This is a Killian thing. I have no idea what this bag of bolts is.
Steven. Yeah, it was a natural 20. So,
Okay.
23.
Witnesses
So
have to
23,
be had.
natural 20.
what was it?
I
Perception?
take that back. 26.
Investigation.
Oh, investigation? So 22.
22.
26.
Okay. Yeah, it's the badger.
Wait.
So Killian's just gonna look at Argon.
How?
Oh, come here, you precious, precious little.
Now, looking at him, he's got
Oh, I'm
scratches
sure.
and dings all over him, too, and he sort of hops over.
It followed.
And it's like he's almost limping as he hops, and he
Oh,
flops up
buddy.
onto your arm.
He's a war hero.
So Killian's gonna take him over to the workshop and set him down. He's gonna get out a vial of what looks like Quicksilver and start shaking it.
Wait,
and
is
then
it all
pouring it
of the
over
badger, or is
He's
it
gonna be like,
some of the badger?
Can one of you pick those parts up, separate them into 4 piles, and put the piles in 4 different boxes, please?
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna really cautiously
Is
like.
it all of the pieces or some of the
You're not
pieces?
there.
There's a badger missing an arm, half
Very
its
wrong.
face, it's crawling through
And
the
very
woods.
Oh, okay. And so the badger is no dead.
Apparently.
Anyway, so when these guys show up, we have people picking up parks, and Killian is not thinking about it now, so Killian is over in the Shaggin, which I will describe in a moment, with a mechanical bird.
Are you running
He built this for me
like,
because it
do you
reminded him
run?
of me.
to follow them?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was like, you guys are like going quickly, so yeah, I'm gonna keep up.
Okay, well then if you're keeping up, you're keeping up with them, and Mal is probably like 3 minutes behind everybody else.
Probably with
He's just
Mel,
dwarfing
'cause-
it back there.
So the Shaggin is it's a wagon, except where it's parked. So we're in like a 25-foot clearing, and one of the walls of this wagon has folded down, and like a pavilion rolls out. So you can see the inside of the wagon, and there's a forge and like a workshop space and a pantry and a stove and an oven. There's 2 chimneys that poke out the top. On the back, there's like a bay window with some desks and chairs. So it's like a little mini cottage, small home type thing that fits into this wagon.
But there's no bed.
So there are cots.
See why you would think that.
Yeah, there are cots that are set up
And some
outside of it, and
hammocks.
some hammocks strung up, and there is a small door that leads to a room in the back.
I'm. I turn around. I'm like, okay, like, and I have like a slight disappointment in my face, and then, okay, thanks.
What was that?
I shagging. I just thought that it would seem more of like a fancy bed kind of.
Oh,
place.
he thought it was an adventuring wagon.
Oh, adventure.
The Shaggin has not been christened yet.
We can.
It almost was.
It could be today.
Some blankets.
Create
Anyway,
partition.
so
No,
Killian's
no.
fixing up Argon.
I
It's
should.
not neat.
Okay.
I mean, I should probably, if that ever becomes a thing that
So
you would.
Argon
like,
won the
what are you
initiative
into?
and was able to do more damage
Just
quicker.
camp outside.
I mean, both of them were doing like 1 point at a time, but neither one of them had a lot of hit points.
Just the
Unfortunately, the
Shaggin'
badger
wagon
had
sounds-
fewer and was going last.
extremely obvious.
You know, that's a fair assumption, and I don't know why we didn't really consider that a whole lot before. But if you find the right person, then it could be that kind of shaggin' wagon too, I suppose.
Through Ingir, into your mind, have you forgotten why I'm doing what I'm doing?
I'm not there yet.
That's Steven.
That's
okay.
player Steven.
Never mind then, I will wait until...
Okay, so Killian is at the workshop taking care of his little mechanical bird that you haven't met yet either.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like,
More patents
So I'm
doing...
casting mending on it.
Okay. I mean, it's not going to take much.
So the bird beat the badger?
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't even know that it could, but hey,
Neither did I.
way to go, homunculus.
Yeah, so it's a little mechanical sparrow. And Killian is pouring this vial of quicksilver over it, and wherever he pours it on, it sort of like melds into the cracks and slowly shifts color until it repairs any damage done to the bird.
Very cool.
So, do you have hallucinations or weird stuff from using that silver stuff?
It's
This?
Mercury.
I mean, he said quicksilver. That's where my brain went.
No? Why would I?
I've just heard bad things.
Oh, it's not Mercury.
Okay.
It just looks like it.
Okay. Gotcha. It's
And
your
then
own
he's
thing.
gonna stop it and look and see that everybody else has arrived and be like, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag on that one.
Mel's still coming up the pathways.
Alright, so have we put those parts in 4 separate boxes?
Oh yeah.
Great.
Now bury them.
Are we expecting them to come back to life
Killian's
somehow?
gonna get a chain and some padlocks out. I don't know, but we're gonna be safe.
Couldn't you just
Fair.
melt it down?
So
No.
What do you
does
mean,
this
no?
badger hate you, or like will it come back together and hunt you down?
Maybe.
It
It
kind
could.
of seems like it might.
So are
It's
we
not
just
bad, huh?
inducting him at this point?
Wait, what?
He was
hey,
my birthday present.
Tom,
What a crappy
could
birthday
you
present.
go stand
I
over by
agree.
that tree for a minute so I can talk to my compatriots?
Wait, why
Sure.
are we sending him away?
Just
I'll walk with
please.
you.
Alright,
No,
I'll go
you
over
need
there.
to stay here.
I'll not walk with you.
I'll go over there.
Sorry.
It's for a very good reason.
No, it's fine.
So, if he doesn't know anything, then he doesn't know magic is illegal.
Yep, that's a problem.
Well,
No, actually, it's not.
Well,
Except it also kind of is.
yeah,
it is both a problem
and
and
a
an
non-problem.
advantage.
Yeah, like there's nuance here.
But I also feel like it would be cruel to let him
I also
wander.
feel like at this
alone.
point, like,
this is the thing with you, isn't it?
It's becoming
It's a problem.
one, yes.
I wasn't really thinking about having him along, so like I didn't hide Argon, so like that cat's already out of the bag
Yeah,
on that
frankly,
one.
I'm surprised
Not
you
necessarily.
invited him.
We could conquer
I mean,
him
you
again.
told
Yeah, but
everyone for
despite
ages that it was
everything.
just mechanics, right?
What's
What?
wrong with
You
you?
Just
told everyone it was just
mechanics, yeah.
mechanics.
Like
He
like
looks like
gnomish tinker
mechanics.
toy.
That's a lie that's not gonna hold up real well anymore.
Nope.
Argon's too advanced for that to work.
So you do magic.
Oh hell yes!
All of us, all the time.
All the time.
Just kidding.
And
No.
you gave me such garbage about it. It was.
Yeah, because we don't go around telling people that's what we're doing.
You did 2 times.
I had to make sure that my bird was okay because he destroyed the badger, which I didn't know was possible.
A likely story for that.
Anyway,
That
so
was
are we
true
just
story.
are we just inducting
You've-
I think.
him?
I mean, he
I
doesn't
mean-
have
He
any more
needs to get out of
I have
town.
questions about the
Yeah.
life
You
that
could
you've
use a
lived.
good group to let him know that magic isn't bad, it is just illegal.
Also, he does stick out of a crowd.
Oh, so do we.
There are a
okay,
lot.
and
There are
if-
not a lot of
So
half
I'll
orcs.
assume that Gale is in.
Everybody's
favor of
like
bringing him
pointing
along.
at you. Okay,
No,
but if
I'm
he's
saying
actually
the
any good
opposite.
with the weapons that he's carrying,
No,
I could use somebody up front with me.
Why don't you guys spar with him? See if he's used
Okay,
it.
so
no,
could be
so
fun.
if we're doing like this fake business thing, he could be a hired
So
guard
what I am
person.
Yeah,
hearing
because
is yes,
I
we're inducting
I could use
him.
an extra guard.
We're inducting him into the crew.
Yeah.
Tommy.
We can smack him on the head again, and he can not. We don't even know if
I
he's
I can do that anyway, sparring. So it's
Maya,
fine.
do you want to go bring him
But
over?
then you can heal them.
Yeah.
He punched me out yesterday.
Why not?
Yeah.
Have you forgotten why I'm on this adventure?
No.
Because his love.
Maybe he needs help getting over it.
I don't think that's how that works. I could
Okay,
be
He's trying to
wrong.
bring back.
I am aware. Tommy,
Hello.
You can come over now.
Sorry.
Sorry,
One
we
of
just
those
had to make.
awkward things. We're technically doing a lot of illegal things.
That was.
We wanted to discuss whether or
I
not
don't want
we would
any
be
trouble.
willing. No.
It's far too late for that, my friend.
So magic is illegal.
Do you know what
We do
magic
magic.
is? Hold on.
Yeah, one step at a time.
What
One
is
step-
magic?
There we go.
Let me show you.
By all means, do it. Do it.
Nobody's
Just do
walking
it.
by or anything, right?
Subtly,
No.
so as to not
Whoa,
attract
wait.
attention from anyone on the road.
Is magic dangerous?
Sometimes.
Can be.
Is she going to hurt me?
No.
She might.
No.
No.
She won't.
I don't know what she's planning on doing.
I wish I could give everyone inspiration right now.
Meanwhile, Killian is wrapping chains around each of these boxes and putting a padlock on each one.
So
I'm like,
Trying to counter
Do something cool.
So long story short, there was this mechanical badger. So it's like made of metal and machinery, but it was alive,
Magic.
and it was
okay.
too much like a badger.
never mind.
So it got
Oh,
really
wait,
cranky
wait,
and
I don't think it works
escaped
that way. But
yeah, it
and
doesn't
tried
work that
to
way.
kill us a couple times. And it escaped off into the woods, and I've been living in constant fear of it. And apparently, while we were gone, and he's gonna snap his fingers, and this little mechanical sparrow will come land on his hand. The sparrow managed to defeat the badger.
Thank you for your honesty. How did a sparrow kill a badger?
I don't know. I didn't know it was possible to kill it.
But here we are.
Okay.
It follows no Pokemon rules.
I don't understand this magic yet.
Well,
That's okay. She's
that's-
about to show you, yeah? Do something cool.
I
Do
don't want to
something
waste
cool.
myself. My paper is very
Just do dancing lights.
I'm
is
gonna
a-
do dancing lights.
Okay.
I draw dancing lights
She
and I
scares
rip
me.
it off. And I throw it out. In like a flourish, as fancy as I can. I'm like,
If you're worried about paper, I do have an extra 50 sheets of paper and 100 sheets of parchment.
But
with
no,
me.
we were gonna experiment that you were gonna write things on my hand.
And yeah, take off your hand.
well, too late. I've thrown it out.
Okay, so
So
these
now.
dancing lights are sort of floating in the air around you.
And I'm like,
It is technically illegal. It is not, however, bad. And we're trying to work on getting it to be not illegal. But there's a whole. We'll have to explain in more detail. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot of
We
romance
will
stuff
explain
about
it
marijuana
slowly and in
stuff.
detail over time.
So what you're
But I
saying
want
is
you to
don't
know what you're getting into if you decide to travel with us. Shut up.
Understood.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
You're traveling with us.
Okay. And
Okay.
thank you.
If
Thank you
you
for
want
taking me
to.
in, but what I'm understanding here is that you don't want me talking about magic.
Correct.
Not with people, not
Yeah.
in this
they will
group.
yell at you.
He will yell at you.
Because where we currently are, it is illegal, and if the powers that be find out that you are doing or using magic, they will round you up and execute you for it.
Yeah.
No
On the bright
question.
side, where we are going, at least for a little while, it will not be illegal. But
Anyway, so that's why we try and not discuss it openly among mixed company.
which is also why the little conversation off to the side.
We had to decide if we were going to tell you about all it or not.
Because
Well-
apparently we're gonna trust you, even though we barely know
Yep.
Well,
What's not to trust?
you. I mean, you don't even know anything about yourself. Maybe you're a murderer.
I mean, to be fair, he can't be untrustworthy. He hasn't been around long enough knowing who he is to lie.
You're like a newborn baby that's a giant.
Okay, at this point,
Already potty trained and you know how to talk.
newborn baby.
at this point,
It's a giant.
Keith, it dawns on me that maybe I want to insight.
Maybe I want to see if he's
So the
lying.
first
Maybe.
person.
Okay.
Way down there, eh?
Oh, it's
15.
decent, yeah.
Yes, whatever.
We're just
18.
head first into this.
Yep.
Seems pretty legit.
Mal's just excited about somebody
It
else that
seems
is
like
not
alright.
that's squishy.
I like that underneath. Seems pretty good. You can
Killian
trust me.
figures worst case scenario, if he turns on us, it's not like anybody's gonna believe him. You can't remember who you are or what you do, or
I don't even know if I could do magic.
Well,
maybe
we can
you
always.
we can find out.
I'd
Mal,
like
do
to
you want to
suddenly go, "Who da-"
spar with him?
And see if he blocks. Yeah.
Magic
I just whip out. I just go, "Whatcha?"
Whoa, whoa.
Mal, do you want to spar with him and
Why?
see if
I wanna see
anything
if anything happens.
happens?
Did
Any magic? She was trying to bring out the magic.
I mean, do you want me to
Why
hitch?
did you hit me?
Oh boy.
He really is like a newborn baby.
I just want
I
to
mean, do
see
you
if...
want to spar? Do you want to go down? Or
I do.
Whoa!
Do you
Those are two very different things.
There's two offers
I
there.
do, and he does.
I was about to say, Milo's over here like, yes, please.
I'm feeling a lot of
Okay,
tension here.
yeah, no,
Very
I'm not letting that pass. Mal, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
5.
You are now a rabbit.
So this is also an example of magic.
I'm gonna grab you.
What?
And you're gonna put him down and let him live his best rabbit life.
Uh-huh.
At least till we have to go back into town.
Okay.
Holy.
He is the cutest thing ever.
I'm gonna use my action to use my
Hi,
shield to get that
Mal.
spell slot back. Forgot I used polymorph other than turning into a wyvern.
I'm just gonna.
You know, I kind of prefer you this way.
I just start sketching. I'm like,
Cabbage cannot breathe.
so if the bunny...
Yeah.
Can I make a shadow?
As a rabbit?
That's a good
Yes,
question.
Gene. Can the rabbit make a shadow?
So this is where
That's
we
a-
find out if
that's
your
a
power
class
is, as I say,
feature.
yeah.
Whew.
Is he naked?
So when you change
or...
into a
does he
rabbit
have
with
armor?
polymorph, do you retain class
My
levels?
armor just like fell off.
Yeah, is his armor like...
No,
Uh,
it's everything that's on him turns into.
Okay.
Yeah, everything.
The bunny has tiny armor.
I mean,
No,
that's not generally how it works, but now that's in my head
The
canon.
target
I'd like to
game
think his
statistics,
fur
including mental
pattern.
ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast.
Oh, so you are just a
Just
rabbit.
You are
Yeah,
just
you
a
are
rabbit.
just a rabbit.
I do like the idea that his
so-
armor is like now in his fur pattern. That
So you
Yeah.
have like a hit point.
How long is this gonna last?
An hour.
yeah.
It retains its alignment and
Fascinating.
personality.
Oh,
Da-da-da.
little bunny.
It
Give him a
can't
carrot,
speak,
give him a
cast
carrot.
spells, or take any other action that requires
Oh,
hands
carrot, I
or
miss her.
speech.
The target's gear melds into the new form. It can't activate, use, or wield, or otherwise benefit from any of its equipment.
So I'm going to say probably no.
Okay, well, enjoy it for the next hour.
This is nice. This is the most useful thing
You're
I've gotten out of
so fluffy.
it. As long as I concentrate on this.
So I'm gonna
So I'm gonna like collect some firework or something.
Don't cook
Milo,
him.
Yes.
you wanna come with me?
Are we bringing the rabbit?
No.
Okay.
I'll
Sure. I'll
take
go with you.
fun.
Rabbit. Here, you take
Let's. What personality? A brown rabbit. A brown rabbit.
so I'm gonna walk off a little.
So, okay, as funny as that was, what's going on?
In what way?
In what way?
You are very flustered.
Yes.
And Mal makes jabs at people all the time.
Mhm.
That's his Steve.
You've never
That's 'cause
turned
it's Steve Edition.
anybody into a rabbit.
It's a newfound power I have found of turning
That's-
people into rabbits.
Yeah, but you don't usually waste your magic on, team members.
True.
Waste your magic on team members? I mean, technically, yes, we tend not
clearly,
to.
apparently.
Open the
Yes.
door.
Look, Milo, I'm just saying, I've known you long enough to know that something's bothering you. If you don't
bothered.
want to
He's
talk
dead
about
now.
it, that's fine. But, are you okay?
A little flustered, but I'm fine.
Okay. What's gonna unfluster you?
Two ways to have that happen.
I think one of those is out of the question. I'll work on it.
Okay, you're not gonna turn anybody else into wooden creatures.
No. I'll lie. That's a 19 deception.
Oh man.
Would that be insight?
Yeah.
17.
I tell the truth. As far as you're aware.
As far as you know,
As far as you know.
he's not going to turn
Why
any
not
of
turn
us
anyone
into
else into
furry
creatures?
within
Curious.
creatures.
Hey.
Definitely.
Do you want me to turn him not into the rabbit?
I mean, I think it's fine for the hour. Like, it's already
I
done.
said it's gonna be
but-
real awkward with Simi there.
Let go of my beard.
I just have a mallet in my lap all of a sudden. Whoa! Weird.
So, if you need to talk or something, just let me know, and maybe instead of turning someone into a rabbit, go take a small walk, take some deep breaths, dunk your head in some water.
Last time I did that, I almost
No,
drowned.
yeah, don't do that. Never
but,
mind.
But
Sorry.
now I can breathe underwater, so that should be fine. I will
Your breath
take
is
your
so
advice into great consideration.
He'll take it under advisement.
I
Yes.
just worry about you.
I'm more worried of when he is not a rabbit, so.
I mean, that's fair. Another reason to not turn teammates into rabbits.
Yeah.
Consequences.
Yep.
Okay, just wanted to check on you.
I'm fine.
You, well, I know we don't say it, but you know we all love you. I love you. You're basically like another brother at this point, and I have lots of those, but I love them too.
Thank you, Cabbage.
Okay. We can go back.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to take care of at the camp? Or
And I got a fluffy bunny tail.
I will sit down on two new people and go over like, okay, so we have an explanation as we're traveling for why we're traveling around and who we are and what we do. So everyone in the group has a fake name because some of us are wanted by various people.
Because they're fun.
So Cabbage.
Oh yeah, my real name's Cabbage.
When we're among mixed company, we call her Eleanor.
Yeah,
Definitely Eleanor.
definitely Eleanor.
Alan.
Mal in mixed company. We call him, in mixed company, we call him Derek.
okay, so do you fling him?
No. I just like.
Gale is actually Milo,
My.
but Gale in mixed company.
Okay.
Adrian and less mixed company.
Well, that's complicated.
It's complicated. I don't wanna-
Simi
I have like 85 names.
is, we will call her Rysla in mixed company.
Rizla.
Rysla. I'm Killian.
Sounds familiar.
I'm Killian. You can call me Connor in mixed company.
Okay.
And
Radish.
Radish.
Radish, apparently.
We could just call you Rad.
No, then you can just call me Saris.
Oh,
I
you
am
actually
Delsaris.
not want?
I'm
Like-
Delsaris because my friends call me Dels, but I guess
Yeah,
they
like
call me
you
Radish.
two don't necessarily need fake names at the moment,
I'm Dels.
except
It's too hard.
if you spend enough time with us, we might have to have just to make it hard for people to track us down.
So just keep a name you might want to choose later at a later date.
Anyway, so that's the
Kimberly
crew,
becomes very attractive.
and our story when we travel around and people around different towns ask us what we're there for. This is our traveling workshop. We all work for my company, Iron Lotus Innovations.
I've forgotten that.
You've been hired as one of our guards.
I'm the other one. Good
Oh,
to meet you.
okay. Do I? Okay, nice to meet you.
So that so if people ask you, like we go into town, like, oh, like why are you here? You that way you can we have the same story to tell. You're like, oh, we're a traveling workshop and I work as a guard for them.
So, Killian,
Yeah.
you're sort of telling him
we
the
can.
front story when we haven't told him the
Potentially.
backstory.
Okay, look, if he doesn't even know what magic is right now, it's gonna take a long time to explain everything. I figure we're gonna have to do that on the road over time. So I
Well, we have a week in town.
well,
so
right, but I'm just explaining right now the bare minimum of what he needs to know
For today.
for today.
Who is the leader of the group?
Great question. We don't know.
It sort of depends on the day.
And what we're
Killian likes
talking
to
about.
think that he's in charge, but that's also dependent on the day.
As
And
we've
what we're talking
witnessed,
about.
like
For the cover, Killian is kind of like the CEO or the master.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
the company's in my
company.
name, so as far as that goes,
Turtlefudge. Okay, got it.
right.
oh no, this is the
That's my job.
I think
You
your
dress the
job
turtles
is
in their little underwear.
She is no. She can do like advertising.
Yeah, like
Oh,
you write
yeah.
handbills for us and make advertisements and stuff.
Do you actually sell anything?
Yeah, actually.
Alcohol, apparently.
We sell alcohol. I have.
Ravage.
Actually, I just finished them. Killian's gonna reach in and pull out this like mason jar of red powder.
I back away.
he's gonna unscrew it. He's gonna take some out and like cover like a stick in it and be like, so normally sticks light on fire, right?
Yeah.
And he's gonna stick it in his forge and pull it back out, and it's not on fire. Doesn't even look singed.
So one
I made that.
important note.
Very neat.
If you see something in the shaggin and you don't know what it is, don't touch it because likely it's gonna blow up. Or
Actually, I have
Compartmentalized.
I've kept most of the dangerous things. They're either the chemicals are in that cabinet, and that's where the really
Is it
explosive
labeled?
stuff is.
volatile things.
For me, I don't know if you'll know what things mean when they're labeled, but
Can
so
we
long
just
as you
label
don't.
the cabinet?
No, yeah, like just don't touch the cabinet or anything in
You
it.
can make
and you're
a
fine.
label.
She's now our label
Label
maker.
But other than that, I don't believe we have anything else. Oh, be careful around that table-looking thing over there in the corner.
What's that one again?
Oh, that's
Table.
the sand table.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
it might blow up. I don't know.
What do you mean it might blow up?
I didn't think my bird could kill the badger, and here we are. And speaking of which, Killian's gonna pick up these different boxes and start dropping them into his bag of holding. So he has this little satchel bag, and he'll open it, and this whole box just goes whoop, right in.
One day you're
And
just gonna
put
open
it
it
in.
out and then just
And
Voltron
put it in.
everything you've got in there just assembled.
That's
Have you
crazy.
been keeping track of what all
That
you've
is
got
crazy.
in there?
This is why we can't
Weight-wise?
talk
Yeah,
about like
not
pretty
much.
much
Okay.
anything that we do with people outside this group.
Yeah, all highly illegal. But
So essentially, like the condensed version of our backstory is the ruler of this land is the Empress, and if anybody ever says the Empress, go like this and say may she live forever.
Like this?
With the back.
Back
Close.
hand.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
and try not to smack yourself too hard.
The people in this land have very sturdy foreheads. But essentially, she has outlawed magic. She can be the only one that is magic, but obviously, a lot of other people have magic. It's kind of a problem. So we don't like that. We're going to try to do something about it. Is the really condensed
Yeah.
version. There's also gods involved and other planets.
We'll get into it over time since you have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, but like, just so you have an idea of what you're getting into here. Because I don't know. I mean, you don't know where you come from, so.
The short-term plan is we are heading to, and he's gonna motion to the rabbit again. Mal's. Oh, you.
Now left.
Did you put him down?
What the rabbit?
I'm gonna go rabbit hunting.
He hasn't gotten very far. He's just like sulking.
Killian's gonna run over and pick the rabbit up. Pick him up, be like, so I'm very sorry about this, Mal, but. No, so when you go to, he's just gonna hold you by the scruff of your neck and be like, look, we gotta keep a hold on you in case you wander off or some big monster comes around or
Do
something.
you want me to put him back?
That's up to you. I'm just gonna carry him by the scruff of his neck back into the shag. And I'm like, that's up to you, but like we have to put him in a cage for now if we're gonna let him go.
You're the one that ran off.
He didn't even go very far. He was headed towards.
I'll just like pet him.
But you
Anyway, we're headed to his homeland currently.
Okay.
Is the
maybe
plan.
it'll ring bells for you.
I'm sorry, I've been
But
harassing
we'll
you.
be here for at least 6 more days.
Okay.
We have some maps being made that we have to wait for.
Okay. And we're obviously going back to town tonight,
Right.
from what I heard.
Yep.
Right.
So we're gonna tap that keg, and we're gonna talk to the
Okay.
and we're gonna talk to the ghost in the bar.
Like we do. And we don't even have to break and enter? That's great.
We do lots of illegal things, but we try not to do breaking and entering, apparently.
All right.
Some of us apparently.
Having the rabbit, I gotta go apologize.
You know that'll probably.
I have at least
probably
like
mean
been
more if
massaging
it's
him
not
some
around when you
since
apologize.
No,
the
I'm gonna
the
take
second
him away
time.
from the camp because I think this might. I'm gonna be hurt.
You might need to.
Have
I'm
a
gonna go about 30 feet away from the Shaggin before I set him down.
I'm
Take
gonna
like
watch
10 feet back,
carefully.
and I will
Oh,
Unbunny him.
unbunny
Oh.
him.
except Keith's doing something.
Uh-oh.
Argon was fixed, right?
As you set him down and back up, a hawk swoops through and reaches out and sinks talons in.
So you turn back
Can
and
I-
now
Very
The bunny
surprised hawk.
only has a single hit point,
Oh, no.
so he pops back into to Mal, and this hawk is like,
you're just holding.
Have dinner.
Meat's back on the menu.
I'm gonna take out that recipe book and like hawk.
yeah, it does not take much.
I don't know what a tap is,
Mal,
actually.
I'm sorry.
As am I.
I'm not.
We're not there.
Yeah, we're not there.
Oh, okay.
We're not there to ruin the moment.
This is a.
I apologize.
It's dead at this point.
Malice.
Upsetty spaghetti.
Mal is making a point. I am sorry. I do realize that you are still in some way grieving, so I am sorry. That was callous.
Yeah, I probably should have used my words instead of
Your magic?
my magic.
The illegal thing?
Upsetty spaghetti.
We don't use our magic when we're upset.
Toddler words to describe feelings. We are upsetting
So
spaghetti
upsetty
today.
spaghetti.
I've just been flustered the last hour or two.
Yep.
We noticed.
You may need to get over that.
Yeah, working on it.
That said, there's no judgment from me regardless.
Thank you.
So, I'm going to go pluck every feather out of this bird. Slowly.
It was great angst.
I will. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have a sneaking suspicion I'm gonna pay a lot for making the rabbit dance.
So we get back into the.
With a very dead hawk.
What?
And see, that's the exact sort of thing why I said we can't just let him run off.
I mean, was he?
Look, he caught a hawk.
I mean, isn't that?
It was the plan all along.
Wait, did you like wait a second to come back?
Yeah, sure.
Everyone's like, oh no, he turned him into a hawk and killed him.
No!
I don't
Sure,
know how this
I'll wait a
works,
moment.
man.
I'll wait a moment.
So, Mal,
Yes.
I think we're gonna have to come up with a label for your.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I don't know.
I have some ideas, but I mean it's your label, so I don't.
She
I
can
also
draw
don't
the
know
thing.
if I can have a business. I feel like that might be a conflict of interest in the long run.
What?
But for
In the
now,
long run,
You little bunny.
I mean, for now, since you're king of nothing.
You're so cute. I don't have any problem with it being a subsidy as long as you're okay with me putting the money that I earn back into more
That's
alcohol.
fine.
I think we're fine. It would make a good reason for me to be traveling with you.
I made you one.
Yeah, that can be your label.
What's the label?
I tap that.
I doubt. The ITT company.
oh goodness.
The ITT
Do you know
Brewing
what
Company.
ITT does?
They tap kegs.
Wow.
Every keg we get our hands on.
Our
Sorry.
Wow.
This is funny.
So we probably have to go and do
all
the
right,
thing at
so
the bar, but when we get back, I'll
evening
spray.
passes,
Yeah.
and it's about
Let's
time
do it.
to head back to the
Sweet.
bar.
All right.
Who all is going and who all is staying?
Oh, was gonna say, do we want to be invisible so it's not like a horde of people?
I don't see.
I mean, I
Do we
think-
need? Well, I mean, we have our.
Well, now
columns.
there's-
Do we
like,
need
you
anyone
guys
to
have
not
permission.
say?
Well, and also, I think now it makes sense for us to go because we were
Yeah, we
told
were
there's
all
a
there
ghost,
before.
and all of us were very
Oh,
interested.
that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
So it's not
So,
like
speaking of that,
Which part?
Oh, he's about to dad talk here.
when we go places, it's best not to talk about the secret things that we're not supposed to know about where we are.
He was taking forever.
I don't care.
Also, I gotta say, like, I don't know that this would have gone this well had she not done that. So,
I don't think what she did had anything to do with it. And we came dangerously close to having to explain why we knew about something that we supposedly didn't know about.
Wait, but you two were there earlier.
Yes, but we did not directly interact with the ghost.
But you. Okay.
Through in-gear.
But you saw it. No. I.
Yes, but
Yeah.
we didn't acknowledge that we saw it because we didn't know, like, if everybody else could see it, and, like, we didn't know what was going on.
So are we gonna try and sneakily talk to this thing, or are we
No,
just gonna?
we
talk
can
to it
probably
while-
talk to it openly now that we've talked to him, we heard his side of the story, just in the future.
I don't like your tone. Do you know who my great grandfather is?
He's probably the only
When
one who
your
has met him.
great grandfather gets back, he and I can have a talk about you.
So I would just like to point out that she's probably older than you. Just saying.
That does not change the fact that if we had to cover up the fact that we knew about a ghost, that's fine.
I'll have
But
it covered.
if the next time we go to talk about something and we have to try and cover up somebody using magic or something else illegal that we're doing,
You do lots of illegal things.
I know, but if I can't trust everybody else to know not to say things that are going to point that out to other people,
I solemnly
gonna be a
swear
problem.
that
That
I
you're
will
up to no good.
try to be careful to think about trying not to.
okay, let me put this in
wow,
other
that
terms.
was a muddled mess.
If you accidentally give away that one of us is using magic,
Okay.
there's a pretty good chance we will have to kill an innocent person to be safe.
And then Timmy,
Timmy?
Simi,
Find
Simi,
another way.
I'm not. No.
Okay,
Oh.
so like,
And then Simi's gonna be sad for, like,
understand
2
that if you're not
months.
careful with what you say, that's the kind of issue with putting it online. It's not like, it's embarrassing. We might potentially have to kill people.
Yikes.
Okay? And I know, I don't want to either, but if people find out and they won't let it go, I don't know what else we can do.
What's your alignment?
I would rather kidnap them until they come over to our side.
If they let us.
I
Like, again, it's something I'd like to avoid, but just so you're clear, that's like the level of stakes we're playing with.
So I'm assuming that this is actually what you're doing.
Oh yeah, she's absolutely ignoring Killian.
No, she's drawing you.
unflattering.
No, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now you know. So now I won't feel bad if I overreact next time.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
Welcome to the group.
We're kind of messy.
I'm learning that. Thank you.
But generally speaking, I think we're good people.
I think
We don't have bad
so.
intentions.
Wait, that's him.
I try really hard.
Oh
Wait, what? Did you draw me?
no.
Inside check.
No, not anymore.
There you go.
Don't.
I gave Killian pointy teeth, but then it looked like you. So.
Okay.
Alright, to the
Thank
bar, to the
I
bar
will
then.
do my best
No.
thank you. To not do things that will
Do
make
like
Killian mad.
Don't care if you make me mad. I care that
You don't kill
we
us.
might have to kill people or spend the next week hiding out in the woods because of something that somebody accidentally said.
Just add them to the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna be super not cool with the idea of like killing somebody who's innocent.
I mean, I
That
think
is a
we're more
problem
likely
for me.
to adopt them.
Yes, I
Given
would
this
be.
trend,
You
yeah,
know.
apparently.
This group, yeah.
Just
Yep.
saying.
Yep.
Alright, so how strong are you?
I don't know. That's a
Can
good
you break this rock with your head?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Maybe
question.
maybe your head. I don't know, but definitely not your head.
Can we do like a montage of us like
Testing the
A testing montage.
like a Nacho
Killian pulls out a
Libre?
box of wrenches and is like, alright, so I want to see how good you are at dodging. And here we go!
Dodgeball.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Oh, I love it.
You can dodge a ball.
Test out all his ability scores.
Yep, I have offered when we get back from our adventure with the ghost to spar him.
No, that
we
could be a
can-
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Our
I mean,
first
I'm
ever
definitely more dexy than
Glassbreakers
strengthy,
Guild
but
Battle Royale
it'd be fun.
I just realized
episode.
No.
I put make Killian mad. I'm like, don't make Killian mad.
Sure.
Alright. Good.
Just put parentheses around the don't.
Don't question mark.
Right.
All right.
Is it about time for things to close up?
Yeah, so it's about time for things to close up. That whole conversation was happening as you guys were heading into town.
Who do
Oh,
we want-
okay.
Who do we want to head
Climb
the
on your
ghost
back
talking?
And just ride.
I suppose I can try.
I'm not supposed to say anything.
I'm just.
You're fine. Don't
I
worry
can
about
talk
it.
to a
Just
ghost.
a little prickly.
I'm not supposed to say anything about that.
So you guys get back
He's
to
made
the
out of
bar.
elven cactus. It's a thing.
And as you're passing by, you do see that the bar itself is closed down. The main entry into the inn is still open. Patrons coming and going, happens, pretty much all the time. But the bar itself, the common room, is closed up. So you guys go around to the side, knock on the door. He's there. He, after a minute or two, opens the door.
Evening.
Good evening. Welcomes you all in. Right this way. And if you'll, I suppose, start getting set up, and
Yep.
we can check and see how this goes. Yes.
Is there a polite way to greet your ghost?
He said he hasn't talked to
I
I don't know protocol.
I don't know either. As I say, I've never spoken to her myself.
Well, I don't know the first thing about what Killian is doing, so I can.
It's
I'll
okay.
go with you.
We've got that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll try and say hi.
That is the look of a man with confidence. That is the word.
So much.
Anyway, I'm gonna go. We'll roll, start getting the barrel set up, and I'll make a big, huge fuss of as I'm getting ready to tap it. I'm like untightening things and making a whole big deal. Like, oh, this is just real complicated. It's very difficult.
Hopefully
Okay.
he's not watching too close.
It's really easy to use. It's just difficult for setup.
Okay.
Is our lovely bartender there?
So she is in the room, but she is not behind the bar.
Because it's after hours.
She is actually standing over by one of the front windows and is just sort of standing there staring out.
He's here too, right?
Everyone see her?
Yeah, everyone can see
Okay.
her.
I'm gonna approach Lyra Goes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Oh, she can hear us.
Hi,
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Cabbage.
I'm Elise. Nice to meet you.
Almost immediately.
Blood drains from her
Almost
face.
immediately.
I know that look was not. Oh, I don't have confidence in this. That look was that Simi did not use my fake name in front of the bartender.
Oh, I
We all
totally
suck
missed
so
that.
bad.
Yeah, we're really bad at this. So bad, so bad. What did she say her name was?
Elise.
Elise.
Is it-
Oh, that's right. We do that.
It
already.
is. I mean, it's a little late for people to be here, but
Yeah, we're here with some people doing some setup stuff.
oh,
We're just like the extras.
do you need do you need food? Do you need something to drink?
No, just like a conversation.
Oh, okay.
We
How
like
long
good
have you been
company.
I don't know.
That's fair.
Who are you waiting for?
Oh, I'm waiting for my husband to come back. He and his friends are out trying to. They're looking for something.
Oh, how lovely. What's your husband's name?
Another thing Keith didn't write.
No, I've actually got it.
Oh.
His name's Tatonkin.
The Tonkin.
Ah,
That's fun to say.
rolls off the tongue.
He's kind of like him, kind of short, real hairy.
Dwarvish.
Yeah, he came from over the mountain.
What are they up to?
I don't know if I'm supposed to say.
Then don't.
We are people with many secrets ourselves.
That's true. If you don't want to
Well,
divulge, that's
He and his friends, they sort of have a real special skill set, and they go and they help people out, and one of them found something in the library, and they said something about they said something about finding trying to find a set of what did he say? Elven ruins.
Did he now?
Yeah, they've been gone from town. Well, I've been waiting for them for at least a week.
a week later than you intended for them to be home.
I mean, they.
I hope she crashed.
And as she sort of comes back, her eyes sort of flash white and back to normal. Oh, I was just waiting for him for a week.
Are you okay? What just happened?
What do you mean?
I don't know, your eyes got all weird and stuff.
Wow.
Deftly handled.
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
least charismatic person in the group is talking. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure how charismatic you are.
You know how men can be. They get distracted. They yell at people.
Can I roll an insight check to see if she knows what I'm talking about, or if she was unaware of the glitch?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh nope. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll come over.
Yeah, I'll step back
Well,
and let other folks talk.
If you're worried about your husband, perhaps we can go and see where him and his friends are off to.
What a fantastic
I'd hate to
idea.
ask you to do that.
It would be no trouble at all.
We have a week anyway.
We're
Well-
going to be heading out.
Well, the only other problem is I don't know where they went.
Do you know a general direction?
No, I was here at work when they left town. He did say one of his friends had found something on a fragment in the library that they were really excited about. Said something about like treasure and items of power and I don't know. I think it was a bunch of bunk myself, but they thought they might. He thought that if they found them, then maybe we could get our own place, and I wouldn't have to work here anymore.
I think we have to help this ghost with its unfinished business.
Well, I mean, we're here for
A
a
nice weak side quest. You know.
Yeah.
And there's a library in town then.
Well, I think so.
Did he say anything about what he found, like where?
It was just like a scrap of parchment or something.
Did he take it home or did he keep it on himself? Do you know?
No, I think they made a copy of it, but they had to leave the original where it was.
Ah, we could go look in the library.
Yeah.
100-year-old piece of paper.
Sure, this can only go well. Absolutely.
Elise,
Oh.
Her eyes go white.
please.
And she just kind of turns and floats the length of the room to the far wall. All of you that are paying attention, make me a perception check.
Are you? Oh, gee.
I'm busy with the
Are you listening in?
16.
But I'm not rolling.
16. Okay.
17.
17.
18.
Well, if you were listening in, you're
Okay.
good. I apparently can't roll suddenly.
You've been in the room long enough that you are starting to sort of get a sense for the shape of the building and the room itself. And the wall she's headed toward is not where it should be based on the exterior of the building.
Ooh.
Huh.
Can I follow
The
her?
room is too short.
Okay.
And she sort of goes up to it and just sort of stops in front of it. The two of you, sort of looking at it, recognize that the wall itself doesn't match exactly the rest of the masonry in the walls. It's close, and if you weren't like paying attention, you wouldn't be able to tell that it doesn't match. But because she's there and she's acting oddly, she's you can start to look and see that it doesn't actually. It's like the wall was put up later.
Yeah.
How long has the bartender worked here?
Which one?
The living one,
The
I
living
assume.
one. Yeah.
Who knows?
I want to follow the ghost.
Yeah, I want to.
I mean, she just gets to the wall and sort of stops.
I want
I
to
walk up to it.
look more closely at this wall.
I'm like,
Okay.
knock, knock.
Oh, ask him.
Passage.
Ask him.
Wait, what, the bartender?
Yeah.
Well, he's not here right now, right?
He's
Yeah,
definitely back with us.
He's over at the keg with us.
Yeah.
We're tapping it.
How long you been working
Watching
here?
like, what does this even do?
Nothing.
Oh, the poor soul! If he asks Killian what it does.
So are you actually tapping on it?
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay. There are definitely spots that sound like there are hollows behind the
There's
wall.
a dead body.
But there's also spots that sound solid.
do you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes, I hear you knocking on the table.
What was your husband's friend's name?
Oh, you.
To the ghost?
Yeah,
Not to the bartender.
Not to the bartender, not to the ghost, yeah.
It's almost like she doesn't hear you. She's just kind of standing there.
Sound.
So,
I don't know what's going on there.
Mr. Bartender. Sorry, I don't remember if he said your name or not.
I mean, he did, but
One,
Keith didn't.
right?
He's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, bartender.
Is there like another room behind this wall?
No,
The room's too small.
it's the outside wall.
Look, it's too small.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, no. Okay, look. So, like, this. Look,
And I kind of like go
Mhm.
around the dimensions.
Yeah.
but there should be more space down at the end of this wall.
You know what? I never noticed that.
It sounds hollow right here.
I'm sure it's insulation.
In the early whatevers of this.
Goodness, man.
Yeah, they
I-
definitely
I
had
don't
insulation.
care
Usually
what
there's like
you
straw
like.
or whatever. But not like insulation as we think.
I would need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Lovely.
The two
Oh,
of
that's
you
better.
I
Okay.
need to speak faster.
disadvantage
I just
because
want
Yes.
to
the
know.
barrel starts to shake as
Dexterity
well,
saving throw.
and it's going to
Trash on us.
overbalance and come at you guys.
Dex is a plus.
16.
16 is makes it,
26.
Wait, don't
makes it,
17?
Hold
makes
on,
it.
hold on.
I have favored by the gods, which means if I fail a saving throw, I can roll a 2d4 and add it to the total.
Okay,
Nice.
so doing that, what do you get?
Hold on. Come back to me. Come back. 2d4. Sorry. Oops. Wrong.
Cabbage?
So I rolled a 1.
It's an auto fail.
That-
Well, I also have evasion, so if I'm taking damage, I get half.
okay, we'll factor that in.
I have 12.
12. You're gonna fail.
Oh.
15.
Is the DC, so you manage to make it. And so the both of you, as the barrel starts to shift, you just kind of put your hands up and hold it. Cabbage, you're in the middle of gesturing to this wall. Dells, you're looking down. You're not paying
Oh no.
attention.
I'm drawing the wall to show
And-
the dimension.
The entire room just sort of gives a jerk,
Whoa!
Holy crap.
and the two of you are knocked off your feet.
Dang it.
As the fake wall sort of starts to break loose and fall forward towards you.
This poor guy.
Can I?
Yeah,
What?
nothing did
And
about
as it
that.
crashes down, it just sort of poofs into smoke, and the wall is still there.
The hell just happened?
Wait. The fake wall is still up?
Yeah, the fake wall is still up.
I grab my axe. I hit that wall.
All right. How hard are you hitting this wall?
I guess I'm on the
Really
ground,
hard.
So.
Okay. How much damage are you doing to the wall?
Well, we're breaking.
We already entered.
I mean, as much as I can, I guess.
So roll your damage.
Entry.
That's just called destruction of property.
You don't have to roll an attack because the wall
The
clearly
wall
is not.
can't dodge.
Right.
It's not going anywhere. So just roll your damage.
Things together
So
you
that'd be
double
10
damage.
points of damage.
All right. And what are you hitting it with?
My great sword. Or sorry, my great axe.
Great axe. Okay. So, your axe sort of bites in a little bit and gouges in, but I mean it's a wall. It's a masonry wall. So, little flecks of the mortar between the stones pops loose. Some of the stone shards. But it's still
Whoa, whoa,
it's
whoa,
still
whoa,
there.
whoa,
Still
whoa,
very solid.
whoa, whoa!
Hmm.
Hang on. Why are we attacking the wall?
To be fair, the wall attacked first.
It,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
I'm gonna look at
Can
the
we climb up?
bartender. Has that ever happened before?
Not that I know of.
Ow.
Do you mind if we take a look?
We need to finish this.
Please.
Yeah, we'll finish this. We're almost done, and then I'm gonna take a look to make sure. That was weird, and I don't want to make sure that nothing terrible happened.
Where's my
So
paper?
Killian will actually just finish.
Is it 'cause I
having-
poked
oh,
it?
it's not done.
We don't want this to happen to your patrons.
Did you tickle it? Is it? What just happened?
I was just poking at it.
It's ticklish.
I knocked on it.
If you want to get him a drink,
Yep. So he will pull out one of the same glasses from earlier.
Okay. That's
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
Yay! Bingo!
Hey.
Someone forgot
That
to
was your
silence their phone.
It's no, my phone's right here. Like over there.
Oh, that was mine.
Hey,
can
can you?
I go
Hey.
take a look at
Oh,
that?
I got a pager duty.
so.
You got one?
Pager duty. Yeah, I got work.
Oh.
Everybody is so. Who all's so who all's doing what? So you're
I want to
looking.
go look at that wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going back up to the wall.
Okay.
I'm getting up and just kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
help dust her off.
I'm just gonna
Are they injured?
watch.
They're not injured.
Okay, they're not injured.
Good.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I
be
just
back
have
watching.
nothing.
I'm gonna come up to you, just in case.
So there is looking around. Elise is not there.
Oh.
Okay.
are there like skid marks on the floor where the
Where we were?
A secret
Elise?
door would make scratches.
Please.
So looking at this wall,
Mhm.
since I'm proficient with masonry tools,
Mhm.
so clearly this is a false wall.
This is a false wall. It is younger than the rest of the structure or the stone structure in this room.
But it is made of stone.
It is made of stone. Yes.
Okay.
It almost looks like they they sort of put it up, like 5 or 6 feet or so from where the outside wall should have been, and it looks like it was just put up in place either to cover over something or to take the place of what was there before.
It's not even as bad as it was. The other day, they was shaking the house.
Looking at this wall,
Mm-hmm.
how hard do I think it would be to open a hole in it? Like, how structurally sound is the?
I mean, it looks fairly structurally sound.
The damage that I did do anything?
I mean, it left a mark on it, but it's still a solid stone wall. So 10 points of damage was like just a scratch to it, basically. You could probably. It depends on how big a hole you want.
I'm thinking maybe just a big enough that like one person at a time could like crawl through to the other side.
Okay. So that's gonna take. You probably need to remove about 4 or 5 stones to do that. Probably take you about an hour
I
to
can punch
chip
'em.
chip
Mal, do you
away
have-
the.
Would you like to?
Mal's busy.
Oh, you're just handing the dude a drink. It doesn't take that long.
Right, it's a business deal though.
That's true.
Okay.
I'm just gonna abandon everything.
Okay. So after I take a look at it, I'm gonna step back.
So
And
anyway.
let's not touch the wall again for a quick hot second. Let's not attack the wall that way for a quick hot second.
Just a quick hot second. What's a hot second?
Long enough for me to talk to the proprietor.
Make sure that we're not gonna get thrown
Yeah.
in prison for.
I
damage
can
or
target things when we're ready and see if I can help knock something
So-
out, but I'll wait.
Yeah.
So back with Mal, he does seem, suitably impressed and mollified that this is in fact what you had in the smaller keg, and he offers you 35 gold pieces for it, which is actually more than you would have gotten for just a regular barrel of ale. It's about twice what a regular barrel of ale would go for.
Yeah, we can.
It's a little bit more than twice, in fact.
Although, do you want to keep like a gold of that for whatever damage just happened to your wall?
So at this point, Kevin's actually gonna walk
Okay.
over and be like,
What?
actually, so that's, I do masonry work
Mhm.
sometimes. That wall is not the outside wall. There's definitely space behind it.
Okay.
Do you
Do you
want?
own the building?
I don't own the building.
Because that's important to you, Gillian.
No, yeah. What I'm thinking is, I mean, if we can get permission, it would only take me about an hour to pull out 3 of the stones so someone can see what's going on back there. I'm a little worried that whatever that jolt was might have damaged the wall or the actual outside wall.
That's fair. You know what? Go ahead, and I will take care of talking to the magistrate and
keep
talk
a
to
gold
them.
there for
Yeah.
damages, because
All right.
there's going to be some.
All right. So he'll pass over the 34 then to you.
So we might get to hit break.
Yeah, so Killian will come over and just be like, okay, so we're gonna take out like 3 bricks. Just enough so like someone could like crawl through one at a time, and then he'll just start giving out directions for how everybody could help him
Okay.
and take it down without collapsing the whole wall.
Are we
You could
limited
just
to
drill a
just
hole.
3?
A hole.
I think he's
That's
hoping
not
for
gonna be
just
enough for me to see
3.
what's back there.
Is 3 just like a number that we're looking for? Trying to stay around? It's an estimate.
He's gonna go home.
Somewhere between 3 and 25.
Is this actually in the bar part? or
Yeah,
is
it's in
this-
the
oh, okay.
bar
never
part.
mind.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, he's not gonna
We
leave.
need the
Alright,
wall.
start
There's
taking
another wall there.
the wall
Yeah, so
part.
I'll just
Why
Okay.
do we need to have
All right.
2 walls?
Since
I
you've
like
got
the way you think.
other people
just take
helping
on the
you,
whole-
you can probably knock it down to about 10-15 minutes. So about 15 minutes go by, and
Oh, I don't get to
you've chipped out you've chipped out the mortar between the stones, and they are stones. They're rather, they're like big river stones, and
Take that side, I'll
pull
take
those.
this side,
You
pull it out.
pull them out,
I
and
can
you
do that.
you work a hole open big enough for one person to sort of shimmy
You're
through.
a hired tough.
Eleanor,
Yeah?
you're our tiny person.
Yeah,
You mind crawling back there and seeing what's back there?
yeah. I'm slimmer than you.
You are short and stout. She is small of frame.
I ascend
Okay.
the rogue.
The one without dark vision.
I was saying, Killian will grab like a candle or something and hand it
thank
to you.
you.
So that
Okay.
you can-
So you kind of squirm your way through into the space behind the wall. It actually does bring back memories of
She's the one
person that night.
have dark vision.
What nice.
So it does bring back memories of that one night when your house collapsed
Oh, yeah.
and
I had to save my baby.
you had to go save your baby sister and
Kid I don't
James.
Yeah.
Triggered that thing in a-
A little PTSD going on.
Yeah. So you get back behind the wall, and it is clear that the space is filled with crumbled masonry, old crumbled masonry. Has been here a very long time. And you sort of have to shimmy over things and under beams and whatnot, and it's very clear that the wall was put up to cover over this rubble because getting the rubble out was going to be too difficult.
That feels lazy.
That's our house.
About a third of the way along the wall, sort of close to where Elise was standing staring at the wall, you come to a spot where there's a pile of rubble, bricks, stone, timbers that have fallen, and there is a skeleton laid out.
Told you.
One side of the skull is very clearly crushed in as well, and there are some very very old scraps of cloth, very reminiscent of what Elise was wearing.
Oh yeah, let's leave the body back there and build a wall.
Yeah, seriously, who did this?
Oh, what's that fun story?
I have a funny feeling it wasn't an accident.
No, the other one.
I'm gonna keep looking around.
Cask
seeing
of
if I can
Amontillado.
find
That one.
anything else.
Nothing really of any note. There is a locket around her neck.
Yep, you're definitely gonna get cursed.
Cabbage, what'd you find?
Just a
Yeah.
minute. Elise? You there?
Please?
Oh, what was that?
If you're there, if you're listening, I just want to find a good place for this locket to rest so we can help figure out what happened. Please don't curse me.
And I'm going to very, very carefully and very respectfully take the locket off
I'm
of the
going to
skeleton.
very respectfully rob this body.
I told her what I was doing.
Okay. All right.
Covering all your bases.
You just all the bases.
You know, you just never know.
Alright, and I'm gonna make my way back out.
Help me out.
You're not.
Pull you out. So, what'd
She's
you
back
find?
there, isn't she?
It looks like.
I'm assuming the bartender's here.
Mm-hmm.
So I know how Elise died.
The ghost.
Oh yeah, sorry, your ghost is named Elise.
Oh. Okay.
She's very nice. So it's really weird, but it looks like something started breaking on that side. You might have some serious structural
I think during that,
foundation
Killian's
issues.
gonna get down and start
Okay.
crawling
I'll
under to go
follow.
look.
It looks like whatever's on the other side of this wall started breaking down. Like there is rubble, there is breakage, bad things. It looks like they built this wall to cover up the mess.
Well, I
And-
mean, this wall's been here as long as I've been around, and I.
I was like, what are the neighbors doing now?
It looks like it was very lazy, frankly, whoever did it. There's also a skeleton with its skull crushed in.
Well, that explains where she came from.
She's very nice, though. She's just waiting for her husband to come back.
Does
That's
it-
really sad.
Did it look like the wall hit her, that somebody crushed her skull and stuffed her in the wall?
It looked more like the wall fell on her.
Okay.
It looked more like the wall fell on her. Like,
Okay.
why on earth someone would build a wall in front of a dead body,
Okay.
I don't know.
So for my construction experts, very much like what I described for her. It's
Yep.
it's a void that is filled in with a clearly collapsed wall. For you guys, you're able to see that there wasn't a false exterior wall put up as well, to go along with the false interior wall. As they were building up structure, it almost looks like they were repurposing an old foundation to build the structure that's there now. And honestly, the construction on the inn and the tavern is quite old. I mean, it's very, very old. The masonry that has fallen down. You're a dwarf. I forget what the role is for stonework, or if it's just knowledge that you have.
I think dwarves just
You
Dwarves
just
just
know.
have that knowledge because that's
Okay.
why Elias was always like who built it.
You
was taught basically
was
by a
taught by a dwarf, but it's not innate for you. Just roll me a history check.
One of those, and that dice is not being used anymore. That's so much better. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. The rubble itself is probably over 6,000 years old.
If I was going to take a guess, Keith, do I think this wall collapsed around the same time a giant something fell out of the sky?
That's probably not a bad guess.
Is there anything that is intact enough? Was there any kind of scroll work, or was this purpose built?
Was it
I'd say that.
utilitarian
Yeah,
or
yeah.
decorative?
So it was pretty utilitarian.
Okay.
Get a sense maybe it would have been one of the back rooms of whatever structure was here.
Okay.
So there's two fake walls.
Mm-hmm.
Are either of them load bearing at this point?
Yeah, the one
The
the
exterior
exterior
one?
is
Okay.
load bearing.
Killian's gonna look at you all back and be like, I'm gonna go see what I can do about the body. So that might be a little bit. You can tell them I'm looking for damage.
Okay.
Or you can stay if you want. Just it's actually why I came back here.
I mean, I kind of want to dig through this and see if there's anything. This is like old dwarf
I know.
kingdom work, but
Go for it.
I'll let them know on the way back.
Yeah.
So he'll now.
I mean,
we're
it's really really tight back here. It's filled in and you can see why if they were
Why they just
if they were
decided
if they
to
were
build walls around
rebuilding
it.
if they were rebuilding on what was otherwise a firm foundation,
Yeah.
it was easier to build around this spot than try to clear it out.
Could at least take the body out for crying out loud.
Al will just sort of peek
Unless
in
it
and
was
be
too
like,
buried that they didn't
we
see
are checking. There's sort of like a facade, but it's apparently load bearing. We're just checking that for damage.
Yeah, always check to make sure the wall you're taking out isn't load bearing.
We are. Will be a couple of minutes. There's also the body that Killian wants to do some last rites for.
Yeah, that seems
So-
respectful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
I used the wrong name. Connor wants to do some work for.
So
Yep.
Kill.
I'm gonna go over to the body,
Okay.
kneel down, and I'm gonna start praying to both life and death.
Okay.
'Cause I don't know which one is the most appropriate over this domain.
Okay.
I'm just gonna basically be like, so I'm looking at a dead body with a spirit with unfinished business. Is there like a thing you do with that? I don't know which one of you is in charge of that. I don't know what the normal protocol or procedure is to deal with that. Somebody could give me an answer. It'd be great.
Phone a god hotline. Pardon me while we
So
connect
so
you
as you're
here.
as you're kind of kneeling next to this body, both of them actually show up
Nice.
and are in the space, and they are not like trying to squeeze or anything, but there's clearly not enough space for them to be there like standing upright, but they are.
Right.
It's a real mind trip at this point.
Before anything goes, you'd be like, right, so there are people like right outside. So are they going to be able to hear you?
No, we're fine.
Okay, good.
And they both kind of are looking down. It's like,
I don't know whose job this is. Like,
well, clearly she's not alive.
right.
And then Death looks over. Is like, yeah, but she didn't make it to me either. So unfinished business, right?
Yep.
Spirit floating around.
Yep.
She needs closure.
Okay.
We knew.
We gotta go
Is it
find
okay?
We gotta go
Find
find
the
her
bones?
husband
Yeah.
and whatever he was doing, and
I mean,
maybe even find.
they're just bones at this point.
Assuming she
Okay,
wasn't
should be
murdered.
fine.
Is the spirit gonna follow the bones or?
She's
here.
gonna. She's kind of tied to this place, is
Good,
what
not
I'm
the
getting.
Okay.
I'll just cursed you. It's fine.
How loud was
Yes,
their
that's about
conversation
to-
with the
yeah.
ghost?
What's that?
How loud was their conversation with the ghost?
Not very.
Okay. While we were taking down the wall, did anybody fill me in on what you guys had talked to Elise about?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, in that case, could you be like, there's apparently an elven ruin. Maybe that's the direction her husband went. I don't suppose either of you would just know.
I assume that is probably like where
Civilization.
the death happened, right?
No, an elven ruin.
Yeah.
We haven't been to an elven ruin.
Not yet. One of the other. One
Okay,
of
so
the other
neither of you know-
cataclysms.
Sorry.
Okay, in that case,
No, but they'd only
thank
gone
you
for
for your time.
The gods
We'll
are
wrap
useless.
this up then.
The
Appreciate
way she
you guys
said it
coming
is
down.
that he would have been
No
back by
access. You're never gonna have
Killian
See ya.
will,
which means it
Killian
must
will
be
get out
close
like a
within.
Hanging
Oh,
an out
okay.
to
Like
lunch
a tarp.
sign. He hasn't
and
been there
carefully
for
put all the bones on the tarp and sort of wrap it up.
Okay.
Bring the body out.
Okay, so before we
Just
go
as
out
my
though,
is.
so your table like detects magic.
Yeah.
How big?
5 miles.
Okay, so nowhere near close enough.
No.
Cool.
We might have to go look for that library stuff.
Side quest.
Yeah, yeah,
Love.
side quest.
Reading.
Treasure trove.
You've only visited the library.
Insight.
Anyway, so we'll come
Okay.
out and I'll come out with the tarp wrapped
Okay.
up with the bones.
All right.
There was no damage to the exterior.
No.
Well, so when I come out, I'll look at them and be like, doesn't look like there's any actual damage to the load-bearing wall. I mean, we could put the stones back. You could take this wall out if you wanted more space in here. You'll have to clear out a whole bunch of rubble. And I'm kind of like, I've got the body to go take care of.
To go put it in the graveyard.
Okay.
In one of the newly emptied graves.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
we should wait on that.
Anyway, so if you wanted to take the wall out or wanted to sort of remodel it,
I'm
we
gonna
could
have
help,
to
but-
talk to.
No, yeah. If they want to do a remodel, let me know. I'd be happy to help out.
Okay.
But,
Okay, you're getting your
Here's
contractor's
my
license.
card.
but other than that, Yeah,
There's a shortage of
doesn't look like
stone.
there's any actual damage to the building.
Get it
Well,
done in
that's
about
good to
4
know at
weeks.
least.
We're only here for a week.
We're not staying 4 weeks.
Depends on how
All
long
right.
this cycle
So what are you guys doing?
I'm
I'm
gonna.
going to get back to camp at this point.
Yeah.
Place a painting over the 3 bricks that have been
Yeah.
moved, and then just head back to camp, I guess.
We'd have her like do a quick portrait of something. Oh, you could do a portrait
Killian's
of
angry face.
like if the place is kind of sort of famous for the ghost anyway, you can do a portrait of the ghost in her honor.
I'm kind of like,
But isn't it not
I
supposed
haven't
to be
figured out how to
famous
draw
for
the
that?
ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, just like a lady, right? Just like a normal portrait.
she's see-through. I don't know quite how to do it with my
Well, don't
inks.
draw her as a ghost.
I draw what I see.
Drop the bones.
Okay.
It's a schematic of the.
I'm
Couple
gonna pull
lengths
out
of
the
the
locket to see what's inside.
Okay.
Oh, there's a thought.
So there are there are 2 little sketches. One of Elise, one of a male dwarf, and there are a couple of runes under each under each portrait.
I'm
Can I
gonna
read them?
I haven't shown anybody the
Oh,
locket.
dang it.
Mhm.
Fine.
I'm gonna start making my way back.
And hold on, I'm gonna get a scrap thing. What do these runes mean? Actually, wait. Are they dwarvish?
They are dwarven runes, but they are very old.
Because I
dwarven
speak
runes.
dwarvish.
I'm a scribe.
So I might have an idea of
Or
what
I'm
it
a sage.
is.
I mean.
Okay. They're very.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So they are
Oh,
very
karma.
very old. Sort of formations, and
It could be.
one of them looks like something that you might translate as timeless or forever,
Oh.
and the other is affection, love.
Eternal love.
Well, he's what? Marriage. Why do I keep thinking love?
Woo.
Woo!
Love.
For that one.
The blessed
Marriage.
arrangement
Marriage.
between within.
Now I want to watch that.
It's Daniel's favorite movie.
It's my most favorite movie ever.
It is one of the best.
How
As we're
sad.
heading back to the camp, can we just kind of like look around and see if it's like that looks like it was a library at one point?
You can look around.
Sure.
Or we could
It's
just-
the middle of the
yes.
night at this point.
I mean, it's after dark, not necessarily the middle of the night.
I mean, we've been here
It took
for a
us at
while.
least an hour to get the wall chipped out of it.
Yeah,
I
it's,
feel like
it's
if-
probably.
If the
I mean,
bar
it's-
is closed, I feel like probably the
I don't know,
library
it's a
is
hotel
too.
bar. It closes real early.
Yeah, but the library's not going to close any later.
True.
Yeah, but at least we'll know where it
But
is.
see, the thing is, it depends on who's running the place. Like, if we're Steph running a town, the library's going to be 24 hours.
If
No,
I were
I-
running a town, it would be under martial rule. Forget about the
go ahead.
library.
Steph
No,
would be like,
that's
I
an
will be
eight.
their queen.
I'm not seeing anything
town.
Okay.
specifically.
I'll be like the chick from Lord of the Rings, but I'll take it. I'll be like, oink, thank you. Took the ring. Okay.
I think we just go back to camp.
Okay.
tonight.
So just heading back to the Shaggin.
Yep.
Wow, then you guys have a day.
All right.
It's very exciting.
So when we get back, it's
We're
gonna kind of look
slow
around,
movers.
just find a shelf to put the bones on.
What are you doing?
I don't know where to put that for now.
we need
You take a
Bury
shovel
Maybe we can
and you
talk
bury
to
it.
her and find out where she wants to go.
Okay, so this is probably a great time to explain what I've learned. I had a small talk with the powers that be, the really powerful ones.
Oh, those
Um,
ones.
The ones who only answer him.
Because I
Really
had
rude.
questions about, like, I don't know, is there like a proper procedure for life or death in handling this? So, the spirit's gonna stick around where it is. We gotta wrap up her unfinished business, or to get her to move on. So
This is probably really callous.
Hmm.
Yes, we do have a week. Is this something that we can finish in that week?
maybe not, but I.
We can do some of the preliminary groundwork.
I'd be interested in finding an elven ruin, because that might help us find the other elven ruins we're looking for.
Look, we can do the homework, and if it looks like it's going to take us way the heck too long, then we can come back to it, but we'll know what we're doing. It's not like she's going to be any deader.
Well, she's not getting any better.
So tomorrow we can take the body in and see if, like, anyone knows where her, like, if their family has burial plots in town or something. If not, we can just bury her ourselves. I didn't know what to do with it for right now, so
I might
we got it.
like casually bring up with her in a ghosty conversation, like, "Hey, where would you? You know, I'm having to consider the final plans. I don't know. Where's a good place to be buried around these parts?
Isn't she
I
like
don't know."
6,000 years ago or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably doesn't exist anymore where she wants to be buried.
That's probably
you're
true.
I don't
probably
know.
right,
The-
but I don't know.
The town's been there for that long.
At
I'll
least
stay
maybe I can
with
get
her
the vibe
husband.
for where she might.
Yeah, like
live.
that's how I assume she would want to be buried with her husband.
Yeah,
and
that's-
since her husband is
We must
presumably
reunite
not
the
here.
bones.
There you go.
Did you say consult the bones?
We must
Reunite
reunite the
them.
bones.
I'm also okay holding on to her bones until we find her husband. I didn't know what to do with it for right
Yeah,
now.
maybe we should find her husband.
But yeah, no, we were good to move the bones. There's no evil, bad juju gonna happen
Oh,
from
she
it,
seemed nice.
according to the powers that be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
She seemed like a nice enough lady. So yeah, we can do some of the groundwork that we can here. And if it looks like something we can do quick, then we can do it. If not, then we can do it when we get done with some of the other big stuff.
If we survive that long. Yeah.
Right. And
Well,
if
you
not,
know,
then
if we
someone
don't
else can
survive,
come finish our
exactly,
unfinished business.
So collect
exactly.
all our bones.
Wait, does this mean that if? Oh no!
I don't know how it works. I mean, I can ask, but I don't know how it works.
Wait, I missed. Why do we only have a week?
Because
we're
we're
only in
waiting on a
town
map.
for a week.
We're
We
only
haven't
waiting
really
for a
told
map before we
him what
leave.
we're doing.
We're trying to stop the end of the world.
Well, I mean,
Okay, we're gonna get back to that.
yeah.
Short-term plans. We're traveling to his homeland. We leave in a week. We have maps
waiting
being
for a
made,
map.
so we can plan our route, and it's gonna take him a week to get done. So that's why we're here for a week.
Do we
Okay.
need to leave in a week?
I mean, we don't
Well, no.
need to, but
We are
But-
trying to stop
Oh,
the
I
end of
guess
the
you're
world.
not caught up on the end of the world thing.
No, we kind of did catch
Kind
up,
of, but
actually.
A little bit. It was a
also, we
glazing
don't want
over.
to stick in one place longer than we have to, because
Yeah.
some of us are being hunted by assassins.
Oh,
so,
That
yeah.
would be that one.
Yeah.
In case that matters.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I am protecting him now, technically.
Yeah, he's on
Yeah.
hired.
You are. That is true. But yeah, so I mean, we have the week.
You're gonna
we
get
can
killed by a
at least
snake.
look into it.
If the pattern holds.
Killed by a snake.
Oh dear.
No.
Oh, that just got real weird.
That
real
sounds
fast.
like a long.
Shut up. So maybe on watch tonight we can go over all of that because it's a lot to take in.
And we have to remember, for him at least, we have to like he didn't know what magic was. So there's a lot of like fundamental,
Yeah.
basic things we're gonna have to explain. It'll probably take us a bit to bring him up to speed.
I was about to
That's
say
all
you've
right.
got a lot
We
of
got
gaps
time.
to fill in, but
Yeah, I mean, when we have time, the better. I mean, the more I learn, the more I can help you. And
yeah.
Do you have a job or anything in town?
Do you know?
Or you were in a
Did
bar.
you run into anybody that might have known you before? Did anybody
Mhm.
act like they recognized you?
no, I was a stranger, just like.
Wait, so did what was the last thing you remember? Like, were you
Yeah,
already checked
yeah.
into the inn before?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Up in bed. That was it.
that's
You woke
fine.
up in bed.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like Simi.
Did you wake up with anyone in bed?
Also a problem for Simi. But not like it sounds. Clarify.
I mean, she does get drunk a lot, so.
Not a lot.
I'm
Not
not
anymore.
loose.
Wait, no. I'm just saying you might not remember in the morning.
But even drunk, I'm not loose.
I didn't. That's
She's
not
got
where
a
I was going.
boyfriend.
Yeah, I know.
You just said I wouldn't remember.
No, you woke up in bed, not remembering.
Look, all I'm saying is you seem awfully defensive about this point.
I mean,
I mean,
Thank you.
that would be her character in question, but that's not what I was saying.
I think Mal made there was a simple miscommunication, and I think you are being very defensive on that subject.
I mean, I think I would have been.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry.
Somebody's getting turned into a rabbit again.
Okay. I can't, or I would.
Oh yeah, have you apologized by for that?
For petting you and giving you loves?
No, for making him dance.
You can dance if you want to.
You leave your friends
Leave
behind.
these friends behind.
But tell me, did you hate it?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's
I
cute, though.
guess
It was very funny.
Wait, insight check.
Okay.
I mean, I already
Whatever
know.
you're opposing it.
Just in case. Kidding.
It's a 4.
Oh yeah, no.
You have
I'm
inspiration.
positive.
You can spend.
I'm positive that you liked it secretly, but I'm gonna let this slide. I don't say that out loud. I'm just
Okay.
I'm just like
Hello.
What?
I'm
Could you
sorry.
turn me into a rabbit sometime?
Like now?
No,
Or...
not right now. I want to
Uh,
go to bed.
I can turn in, as far as I am concerned with this ability, I can turn you into any animal.
Unicorn!
Yeah, it's not a
an animal,
mythical
not a beast.
I mean,
it could be
you
a
can turn her
horse
into
and
a
we get
horse and we can stick off.
Yeah.
So are you saying you could turn me into a bird and I can fly?
a
Yeah.
butter nugget fly? I heard butter nugget fly.
Yes.
I think this is a great place to call it.
Yeah, I think
I heard
officially
the butter
gone
nugget
off
fly.
the rails. Nothing
I
productive will
think-
happen.
Butter nugget fly?
I think at this
Fly.
point we are going to call it for the night. That is a good long 3.5 hour session. Hope you guys had fun. We will be back next week. We are shifting our start time to 6:30 Mountain Time. Steph and Daniel get off a little bit later than everyone, and it takes them a little bit longer to get here. So we're going to shift our start time going forward, but only by half an hour. You guys are more than welcome to continue joining us and watching and seeing where all of the shenanigans go, because clearly there are shenanigans to be had. Just a few quick reminders. All of the video content does wind up on YouTube. No, it's not a custom URL. You can just go search Casual Cactus, Casual with a C, Cactus with a K, and find all of the videos that we have done. We've been streaming for several years, so we've
Don't
got
even
a lot.
try.
We've got a lot of we've got a lot of video content. Two full campaigns?
3.
Three-
Well, not 2. Yeah.
Yeah, two full ones and a couple of shorter ones. We've got some one shots, some extra content. So just go out, explore, see what you can find to give you an idea of what our play styles are like. If you haven't been there and haven't liked and subscribed, do help us out by doing that. You can also tag the little bell icon so that you always get the notifications whenever we add new content. We do put those. I do try to put those videos up weekly and try and keep up. Sometimes I fall a little bit behind. These guys will rip me to
But
no
hey, you're not
end.
behind right now.
Yeah. We do also have our Discord server. That is the best place to go to make sure that you are up to date on any of our scheduled changes. We do all have real lives. We do all occasionally have to postpone or cancel sessions. Discord is where we make those announcements so that you will always be able to know what's happening when. So go out there. It's free to join, so check that out as well. That'll do it for us tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Join us next week, and remember, until then,
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
And if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house. Good night, everybody.
Night.